I'm ready. Shit
All
nuts.
right. Thanks, Nari. That's the first thing stream got to hear. Good job.
Yay!
Unmuted the first word out. Shit nuts.
You can tell she is so ladylike and proper.
Sasuke, I'm just gonna tell you already have the title for this episode.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, I might have to edit that for some reason. It's a good thing we've got a sponsor this week because that's going to get demonetized. And our
Let me
sponsor for
guess.
this week is Red Shadow Legend. No, which is
I thought it was a nut company.
no, that'd be brought to you by Planters. Looks the same going in as it does coming out.
Now you can do bestiality
What
too.
did you say? Looks the
In
same going in as it does coming out?
Yeah.
Do you chew nuts? When they go into your mouth, you just swallow them whole?
Yeah, that's how my mom taught me to do it. That's how she always paid the rent.
Your mom taught you to swallow.
Swallow nut.
I feel like your description more accurately describes Raisin Bran, but okay.
I mean, I just suck, so.
Isn't Raisin Bran breakfast?
Raisin Bran is breakfast. It's cereal.
Yeah, but it still looks the same going in as good as it does coming out.
All right. And on that note, I think we've actually got everybody in Roll20, and it has been a while. So, when last we saw our heroes, Nate the Human Ranger, Gobs the Kinder Warlock, Othokent the Lizardfolk Life Domain Cleric, Talah the Half-Orc Druid, and Abraham the Human Wizard, our mismatched crew had begun to leave the local inn as they were going to head outside of town to visit a mine they call it, to search for one of the ingredients that they need to reconstruct this android type body that they have found the blueprint for in the gym, in the cube of awesomeness that they found. As they stepped out, they were suddenly trapped in a pocket dimension where they had to clear several challenges. Some of them more challenging than others. Some of them less challenging than the previous ones that were supposed to be easier, but they couldn't figure out because Nari wasn't there to save them. And
Figured it out.
Eventually, upon defeating the last person, they were left with a neat little toy that gave them access to a pocket dimension where they could do a short rest. And this is where we pick up with our group after our long hiatus. So, as you guys remember, you guys have just been expelled from the inn, the magical inn, and you are standing out in the middle of the town square.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, that was quite
Neap?
something.
I'm looking at Neap.
No, we're not in Neap.
No, you are not in Neap. You guys are in... Goodness, I don't have my map in front of me.
Burcoin.
Burcoin, thank you.
Been teleported back to Neap because...
No.
We are not going back to Neap.
Not
Never.
happening.
We're going back
Why
to Neap to
don't-
burn it down.
What do you guys have against Neap?
I worked in a shit shop, scraping by to live. No good
And
memories.
You owned that shop. You are an entrepreneur, sir.
I entrepreneured in my shit shop. Yeah, I know.
You call him an entrepreneur, I call him a squatter.
Squatter. You know what? Nobody ever challenged my deed. Okay.
All right, so you guys are in Burcoin. But yeah, you guys are standing in the city square. You've just been extricated from the inn that I remember I gave it a name, but I don't remember what it was. I don't have it in front of me.
All I have is that the bartender was called Rob and the waitress was called Agnes. And that's
Right.
it.
That was not the end. That was in the quantum,
quantum
superposition
superposition.
sanctuary.
That's what it was.
Oh.
Thank you. I have it here in my notes. I just couldn't find it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
so-
it's that one.
So you guys have been ejected from the quantum superposition sanctuary, and you're now standing in a now bustling city square in Burcoin.
As far as I recall, we're still wounded.
Dad, Sounds correct.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I'm
Quantum
not
sup-
wounded.
The quantum superposition sanctuary.
Yeah.
Does it have a cooldown before we can use it again?
Yes, it's dawn.
So we left it. We cannot return to it for 24 hours. Okay.
Correct.
Or approximately until next dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and remember the little nesting doll is in the shape and color of a blue slod.
That's right. We have that little nesting doll. I didn't add that to the inventory. I should probably add that. Let me do that right
Yeah.
away.
Because whoever has that is who activates going into.
Oh, that is the key then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put figurine of blue slot. So because in what I have here, it just says key to the quantum superposition sanctuary. We need a new name for this place.
It's up to you.
SPS
Well, I guess Bob.
or
It's his
QPS?
QS
TGI Fridays.
QPS?
CVS.
Quantum position sanctuary.
It's quantum.
Quippies. Call it the Quippies.
Quantum
Yes.
superposition sanctuary.
Yes.
QSP.
Quippies.
QSPS. Quispy.
Quippies.
The
Rice
Quispy.
Krispies.
Quispies.
It's the Quispy place.
It's the Quispy place. Oh boy.
I'm adding that Quispy.
The Quispy place.
Quispy place.
I was trying to give it an acronym. They took it too far. Sorry.
Well, it's too late now, buddy.
Yep. Oh shit, nuts.
It's now in the notes. It's official. It's now named Quispy.
Hey.
So with everyone being, a bit beat up, should we maybe wait until tomorrow with leaving? Cause I'm fine. I'm just out of the whole magic juice.
Yes, we should definitely rest. This is not conducive. Like, how far is it to this place?
Was a couple of days, I believe.
Unless you
couple of
plan on
days,
resting on the way.
I mean, we are, but do we want to gamble on no one attacking us on the way until we get our first rest there?
If anything attacks us on the way, I swear I'll eat it.
Then
As Othokent starts
generally good
walking.
to go.
All right, we're going.
It was mostly mentally exhausting.
Also, if anyone is actually wounded, we do have the potion of healing still.
I think we can just save that for now.
We also have a scroll of Searing Smite.
I can still cast magic. If anyone's wounded, we'll take care of it.
Right.
So
There's
you'll eat
nothing to say.
anything on the road that attacks us?
Yes.
I should be fine.
What if it's a dragon?
So
Then I'll
if-
show it who's the superior lizard.
So if I attack you,
Don't try that, Gobs. I fear for your life.
I don't.
All right.
I
so,
already fear for your
Othokent,
life.
Yes.
As you begin to lead the group out of Burcoing, I would like a survival check from you to determine if you can figure out how to get to where you're going.
Can I help him?
Sure.
I'm going to.
I don't.
Well,
think
he's the one
leading
who
the
said
group.
he was leading. If somebody's going to see him pull out the
Oh,
map
lead-
and
Oh, leading. I heard you say leaving.
no,
Oh,
he
he's
said he was
leading
leading.
us.
No,
Leading.
I said leaving.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys followed him.
Yeah, so
Not
he's in
sure.
front.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll a survival with the advantage I get from Nate. This is gonna be beautiful. And I'm going to guidance myself to try and help myself.
Oh, I was gonna do that. Let me do something.
Go on and
Abraham.
guidance me.
Abraham,
What?
Guidance.
check my DM in Discord, sir.
And plus
I'm
the
surprised it
D4.
doesn't default to it, and I'm really upset about that.
Yeah,
There we go.
I was just helping you out there. So yeah, 23. So yeah, no, as you guys start to step out, not only are you going the right direction, you're actually making really good time with it. It seems like since the last time somebody went out this way, the roads have been finished being repaved. So it's actually very easy for you to find the direction you're going. I do.
Like this is an active, like a recently active mine, or I thought it was just like a long abandoned mine.
It was active within the last couple years.
Okay.
But then they ran into trouble, and like all the workers quit because they were like, "I'm literally not getting paid enough for this," so they left. And that's why the other guy was all complaining about the stupid union, yada yada yada, ranting about his couldn't find good helpers these days. And when he gave you the map, which, as a reminder, where is it?
I have it open right now.
As a reminder,
The
let's pop-
Squiptic Tunnel map.
Yeah. Pop that map up for everybody. But yeah, this is the map you were given.
It's an interesting map, and I imagine is it made by goblins? Is it kobolds, like somebody of lower intelligence?
An ogre.
Hey!
An ogre?
Ogre.
I find that offensive.
I was talking to the GM, not in character. Did you hear the old man voice? Did you?
In my mind, I did. In my heart.
In my heart and soul, I did.
Because I could absolutely see Abraham just saying that out loud, not giving a shit.
But
Probably
yeah,
because he sees you differently. He literally probably makes a special exception for you in his brain.
but yeah, so I do need a D20 roll, please.
From who?
Whoever wants to do it.
Gobs.
I can do it. 5.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
Perception checks for anybody who doesn't have a passive perception higher than 10. If your passive perception is higher than 10, just say my passive perception's higher than that.
My passive
My
perception
passive is
higher than that.
17.
My passive
I have-
perception is 10. Does that
My
count?
It counts.
My past perception's higher than that.
So, as you guys begin to make good time up the road, you do notice the skies are beginning to darken, and you can hear distant rumbles as a storm seems to be coming in off the ocean.
Clearly, no one wants us to travel today.
Is it the weather for a sea storm?
Yeah,
That's actually a good question.
So this
Yeah.
seems like a natural sea storm coming off the coast.
you can give me an Arcana or a Nature check to determine whether you think that this is unusual or not. Okay, is anybody else going to roll?
Yes.
Let me see if I have anything that. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oof.
Everything bad. Sorry, everything life changing.
Nate, with that
occurred.
consistency, I appreciate you, Nate.
Yeah.
Everything bad or not life changing that's occurred to us has occurred in that ocean. I'm not trusting it.
As far as all of you can tell, there's nothing unusual about this storm. It's just a storm. Nate, you don't know if it's magical or not, but you just know somehow your socks are going to get wet. That's all you can think about. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm going to have wet
oh,
socks,
man.
and that's awful. And I'm upset about
Yeah.
this. So it looks like you guys probably have a couple hours before the storm catches to you. So at this point, you guys have a decision to make. So you have been making really, really good time. So you're probably like tomorrow around noonish is when you're set to get to the mine. So you've got a couple choices to make here. Number one, you can keep pushing at the rate you're going to make sure you get there at around noon tomorrow. But the downside is once that storm catches up to you, it's going to be A, more difficult to navigate, but also B, you'll probably get tired quicker and end up taking maybe a level of exhaustion. Or B, you can stop now and try to find shelter or whatever it is you want to do to protect yourself from the storm, which will protect you from that level of exhaustion or anything like that. But the downside is that you're going to cut your traveling day a little bit short, and that'll put you getting there at like right at dusk, maybe even a little bit into the evening tomorrow.
I mean, I don't
Alright.
mind getting there in the evening. That's fine by me.
As a player, I don't mind risking pushing the exhaustion level to risk getting there sooner. In character, I just follow the group. I mean, he's not a traveler or a wanderer, so he'd probably just follow whatever's suggested by you guys. But as a player, I don't care about the exhaustion level. If you guys want to roll with it.
Let's go.
I mean, this desert is gonna be hot and warm. Might as well enjoy the rain for a bit, right?
As we walk on glass.
In the worst case scenario,
It's not so bad. It's soft glass turns into barbed wire. You know what? It could at least be rusty barbed wire. At least this is clean, but it turns into rusty barbed wire. God damn it!
I mean, at least it's not poisonous turns into live snakes.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah,
Okay, so
Question I have for the GM.
mhm.
You're talking about two things: pushing through the storm and holing up for 8 hours. So we can't use the quantum superposition sanctuary to hole up because we're supposing the storm's going to take longer than that. Excuse me.
actually, I have
Pushing through
something
the storm. In doing so, I just want to finish my thought. Sorry, Doc. I'm pushing through the storm. In doing so, are we talking about the winds are going to be so bad that we're going to be like, cloaks up in front of our face, walking and trudging through, or is it?
I mean, it's going to be a pretty strong ocean thunderstorm,
Okay.
so you're going to get very wet.
Mhm.
It's going to
Very
be a little
wet.
bit harder to walk because the ground's going to be muddy. If there is a point where the road goes a different direction, and you're going to have to find a small trail that takes you to the mine
Gotcha.
itself. So you're going to have to
Gotcha.
worry about maybe missing that because it's going to get darker quicker.
It's the rain. It's the Jurassic Park storm.
Yes. It wouldn't be that bad. It'd be like one of our
That wet.
thunderstorms we get.
I'm just thinking like
It's one of our
Nedry walking
I'm-
around.
Yeah, imagine here where we live, being outside, having to walk through a state park, and then one of our Oklahoma
Yeah,
out of the nowhere thunderstorms comes up.
I got you, bud.
It's not a fun experience to walk 5-6 miles in that kind of a storm.
No, I got you. So,
And then you also have to keep in mind, once you do decide to stop, then you're going to be, all of that's going on while you set up camp, while you try to start a fire, while you do all that. So it's one of those, it's time versus difficulty, right? Do you want to take extra time, or are you going to risk the difficulty to get there earlier?
And it's a thunderstorm, so we might risk getting struck by lightning.
I mean,
That won't happen to anybody but you, so I wouldn't worry about it too much for the group.
it's the rolls. Really.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I got to stop picking on Nate. Poor guy.
I thought it was Sean who had the.
You
the
always do
downside
this.
Really unlucky.
It changes to whoever gets the shitty rolls.
Yeah. Yep.
And in my game, Ella gets good rolls, so we haven't found that character yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I kept rolling 2s on my
Arch.
arcane checks last week.
That's true. Arch
Yeah.
was getting kind of shit on.
Yeah, it happens. But so, you guys have said that you're going to continue through, correct?
Abraham's going to follow the group, so play
mean,
your
is
characters
there-
how you want to.
Is there?
I think we can push for it.
Is there a time pressure on this? Let's be honest.
He wants us there before noon, right?
You did?
I thought
He-
the
No,
GM
no.
brought up noon.
With
No. I'm
the
just
speed
I'm
we've
just
been
telling you
traveling.
with the rate you've been traveling, you will get there early morning or late morning, early afternoon.
Okay.
If you
There's-
if you decide
If
to
we
take,
push through,
if you push through. But there's some risks to doing that, where if you go ahead and stop, set up camp, all of that,
Mhm,
it'll be
mhm.
easier to do all of that and prep for the storm. But that's going to put you
Sure,
at
sure.
earliest, depending on other roles, getting there early evening the next day.
I couldn't quite remember the contract details, and so Like I remember my
I
main
don't
counter
think there
details.
was time pressure.
I thought like, was there a
There's no
time pressure? Was there one?
Well,
there's
no time pressure.
there's no time pressure from,
No, not at
from the
all.
guy that owns the mine.
Yeah,
He just
okay.
said, "Hey, you do whatever you want."
Gotcha.
He did say that we weren't allowed to destroy the mine, I believe, and we weren't allowed to take anything from there aside from the living metal.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
But other than that, yeah. So
If there's a crate
Well,
of
then-
silver, leave that behind. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Then other question, if we were to stop for now, is there a place where we can actually get some shelter?
Mm-hmm. There'd probably need to be another nature roll or something to find something.
Yeah,
Right. So I will tell you, there's not another like town or roadside inn or anything like
right.
that.
It'd be like a rock overhang and a camp spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you guys wanna look for shelter to stop here, that is something that would be rolls for.
I think looking at least would be a good thing, and then deciding whether or not to push on.
Yeah, we could do a mixture
Yeah.
of pushing forward and just seeing if we notice something while we're on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate
Okay.
can
Do
scout
a mixture
around.
of gaining some time. Yeah, and we can do a mixture of gaining some time or trying to split the compromising the plans. between
Yeah.
the two of them.
Push
Okay.
through a little bit, but see if we can find something to take shelter.
If we're lucky enough.
Nexus, does Nate have any ability that could help us here?
Come on, Nexus, be the hero.
I mean, he's trained in survival.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay.
don't ha-
So
You
let me
don't
ask
have a
these
background
questions.
trait?
So who's leading the group forward as we're continuing in the right direction or in the
If-
direction of the mine?
If we're also looking for a place to possibly stop and take shelter, I think Nate should take the lead.
Okay, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to do two pieces.
I
Okay.
didn't mean to cast that. I'm trying to look at it.
I'm going to
Fuck
have
you, Nate.
so one person is going to be leading the party on the map. Another person is going to be actively watching for a good place to stop and camp.
Okay, then I think Otho can still lead because he was doing a great job before. And
Okay.
then have Nate look out for a spot.
Otho, do you have dark vision? Remind me.
Let me just double check. As far as I can see, no.
Okay.
I do.
All right. So is anybody so Otho, I want another survival check from you as you are
Guidance.
you're starting to get closer to the part where it's going to go off the road and out into the wilderness to find the trail to the mine.
Fair enough.
Guidance.
I'm gonna help him with my super duper dark vision because I have Devil Sight.
Great.
Beautiful.
Basically asking. acting as
So
Nexus
with
advice.
advantage and guidance. Go ahead and give me that roll. Okay, good. And then Nate, you're going to be actively looking for a place to camp. I assume you're going to be roaming out and about and around, right? Not just
Yep.
walking right behind him, looking around. So I would like a survival check from you as well.
Ew. And I'm doing that on my own.
Yeah, sorry, I'm helping Otho.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, it's just, you know my rules. So,
Remember
Yeah,
remember
you
have
also
the
know mine.
Remember, you have the mirror.
yes.
Just remember, you have it.
There you go. What do you
Jeez.
mean, bad rolls?
Look at
Jesus.
that. There he goes. Fantastic. So, a couple things happen. So, as the storm is starting to get closer and closer, you guys do find the little trail that the wagons would take supplies down to the mine. And then just past, you go a little bit down that path, and Nate comes out of the side of the woods, right? Because he's been tromping around. Nate, you have actually found a cave. That's a real shallow cave. It only goes about 20 feet in, but it's very hollow and it's kind of got a sandy bottom, and it has a lip overhang. So a real safe, nice, easy cave that's on a little bit higher ground, so you don't have to worry about water running into it or anything like that. It's about as perfect as a camping spot as you could find. In fact, you
It's
can
only
see
not
some old
inhabited.
not inhabited, nothing like that. And you can see remnants of, like, you could see where somebody had built a fire there in the past, so other people have used it as a camping place in the past. So If that's where you guys want to stop, this is so with those really good rolls. Number one, it's going to be fairly easy. You guys aren't going to have to make rolls to like start a fire and set up camp and everything like that because Nate found the perfect spot. And you guys have gotten far enough to where if you go ahead and stop here and take a full night's rest, you'll probably get to the mine. It'll be like mid-afternoon ish. So
Beautiful.
depending on other rolls, so it's not you're not going to get there at noon, but you're also not going to get there absolutely late because of the good rolls.
Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna find anything better than this.
Then
Okay.
let's take
Perfectly.
it.
Oh, let's go. Let me set down a spell for us. As I get down to camp, I'm going to ritual cast alarm.
All right.
Okay. All right, setting an alarm. Good call. Good call. All right, so you guys have gotten there. It's starting to sprinkle. It hasn't come in fully. The storm hasn't come in fully. So what would you guys like to do to prep the camp? What are you guys doing from this moment through the rest of the evening before people start going to sleep?
So,
Does the alarm not alert everybody, just me? I can't have it alert the group?
I don't
think
believe. I believe it's
you
only.
can have it make an audible alarm, like
That's the only way. Okay.
a bell or the like. It should state
Poof,
you can
done.
choose.
Da,
one
da,
of
da,
I
them.
will do the
It only
bell.
lasts for a minute.
Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts whenever
Aw.
a tiny or larger creature
10
enters the area.
seconds,
When you cast a spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm, and you
which
can
is the
choose
party.
whether the alarm is mental or audible.
Mental
uh,
pings me, and that's kind of
Mental
like
pings you as long as you're within a mile, and it'll even wake you up if you're sleeping. The audible is the sound of a handbell ringing and is audible within 60 feet.
I think for
Raid.
expediency, I was going to do the bell,
Okay.
just so everybody wakes up at the same time.
We can still use create bonfire to make a base of a bonfire.
There you go. I'm useful.
Later that evening, a mosquito enters the alarm.
After I'm done casting alarm, I'm going to fall into paranoia and ritual cast detect magic just to check my surroundings.
Other than the things on your companions that you would expect to be magical, there's nothing magical around.
Okay, well, we have alarms and there's no magic except what we wearing, so we should be safe here. Everybody
feels-
settle down.
Yeah, this place feels weird.
What do you mean?
Don't you hear it?
What?
Listen,
What are we listening for exactly, Gobs?
it's quiet.
So?
That's weird.
Is this
It's
your first time
nice.
out of a city?
Yeah, I've never left Neap.
Well, this is what everything sounds like when there's nobody around.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You start to hear that deep, as you guys are talking about this, you start to hear that deep as the thunder and lightning starts to come in and the wind's starting to pick up. Yeah,
That's
just letting
more
you know,
comforting.
the storm is rolling in at this point.
Really?
Nice.
Mr.
Ooh,
Grissom,
this
can
brings
we
me
still
back.
pass through your spell, or would that trigger too?
No, it's safe for you to go and you won't trigger nothing. It's when intruders come through. And you're not an intruder. Are you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well then you should be fine.
That sounds
Okay.
like something an intruder would say.
I
bet.
think of all of us, the only one that would actually be somewhat of an intruder would be you.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
No, Gobs, I mean.
Yeah,
Again,
that
what do you
arm.
mean? What about it?
Are you sure it's not gonna eat one of us while we sleep?
It's not army. Are you gonna eat someone?
Give it an insight check.
Oh, no.
Oh, God!
Kind of hard to read.
No.
I am not sleeping next to you.
It's
We
fine, Gobs. You
share-
can
we
sleep
sh-
next to me.
We shared a room at the inn.
I know, but with that, no.
It was yesterday.
I know, but now you're actually pointing out a thing it can possibly do.
No, you pointed it out.
No, you asked it whether or not it was gonna eat us, and now it's got that idea in its head. Arm being whatever.
I mean, it said it's
Got that idea in
it's-
its elbow.
that idea. Say it to my face, pointed the elbow. Just a tiny face there.
It's just very unnerving to hear you talk to it.
It is sentient. It would be rude to ignore it.
Yeah, it's talked to us before. You know this.
Isn't that right, Mr. Book? Yes, it's a good book. Well, it's sentient too. Don't look at me like that.
Is it?
Yes, it has a mind of its own.
What does it do?
It thinks about spells for me. All the time.
Aren't you the one that writes them in there?
Yes, but it helps.
That's neat.
Yeah, my notebook doesn't do that.
What about you, Otho? What do you talk to?
You people.
Ah, that's a long description of what Awakened Spellbook does.
Oof.
Sorry.
Well, either
what
you people or I talk to Lavender.
Yes, see, he has
Huh.
an imaginary friend too.
You have awakened an arcane sentience within your spellbook.
Excuse me.
Don't worry about it.
No, but you see that when we walk around in the desert, you see that giant glowing ball of fire in the sky.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
the sun.
imaginary?
No, that's
No,
the
it's-
sun.
It's real.
Yeah, that's
it's a-
Lavender.
I thought that was a celestial body of gas.
I thought it was just
Fire.
the sun.
It might be both.
Lavender is the
Lathander is
god
full
of
of
the sun.
gas.
He is the morning lord.
But it's not morning right now.
And
Yes, the morning
his
glory.
and his counterpart is Saloon, if I'm not mistaken.
I suppose you could say that in some ways, but the light of the moon is reflected in the sun.
Yeah, so they work together.
Yeah.
And when he needs a timeout, there's well, Saloon just stands in front of him and gives him some time off.
But my friend is not imaginary, Gobs. If he was, there wouldn't be any light, and you wouldn't be healed in combat.
I apologize. I will not talk down about him.
As the storm set in at this point, Sunscreen.
Yes, it is fully set in at this point.
Beautiful. Talas is gonna get up during this conversation and just kind of step out for a bit and just enjoy the
perhaps-
rain.
Should we perhaps take this chance to fill our water skins and such from what we've
That sounds
drunk
like a
throughout the
good
day?
idea.
Not a bad idea.
I'm just gonna listen to the sounds of nature.
All right, well, I'll choose the duty of getting absolutely wet. It is my natural state, after all.
I mean, come with.
Well, I'm already here. You might just as well just pass it on to me.
I
So
thought you just wanted to
how
enjoy
are
the
you
weather.
going to get rainwater into a skin?
Hold them up for a long time.
You can create a trap using leaves like they've done for millennia.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Yeah, just
I really,
funnel trap.
I get this. I was asking the players. Who
This
may or
is-
may not know
Like,
this.
like I was about to say, I was just going to find a decently sized leaf and make some sort of funnel.
I mean, I can also go overboard and just cast this.
Yeah, but that water isn't infinite. That's why. Well, it's not unlimited time.
How long does it
No, it's
last?
just
Instantaneous. It's just
Yeah,
instantaneous. and
It's
for
just
10
10 gallons of clean water immediately.
Hmm.
I mean, if I recall correctly, it disappears after a day.
No.
Mm-mm.
It
Uh-uh.
doesn't.
No.
It just stays.
You're thinking of the Pathfinder version.
I might
This
very
is how
well
we
be. It has
create
been a
Water
while.
World.
The water
Fine,
falls as
well-
rain in a 30-foot cube within range. I'll just make the rain even worse.
We
Talah
just-
will just very slowly make Waterworld.
Yeah, we can just open container. I put it in his stomach.
Hey, want to see how fast I can chuck 10 gallons of water?
Anyways, all right. So
Done.
you guys filled the water skins. Are you guys gonna eat from your rations? Are you guys gonna cook something? Are you guys gonna try to scrounge something?
Well, we do have a lot of rations. Might as well use them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ration it
Uh-huh.
is.
All right. Anything else anybody would like to do before the evening sets in and people start going to bed?
I don't think I have any scrolls I can copy in.
I'd like to take some very incriminating pictures that I will upload to the internet later.
Group loot.
You're gonna add the pictures to the group loot, all right?
Scroll. Bunch of
Well-
scrolls in here.
Othokent's just gonna sit and read through his different medical journals and such. Keeping up with his knowledge.
I don't
Make
think
sure
I
he
can
doesn't
actually
get
learn
wasted.
any of these spells in my book.
I actually do have a thing I do want to do. Once Talah returns to the camp, I'm gonna leave her alone for a bit. Presuming she does at some point.
So here Talah and Nate are in their undergarments. Just
Various sounds of nature in their undergarment. I'd like
That-
everyone to just burn that into your brain. The sounds
So,
of nature in
Just to
their
be
undergarment.
clear, are you guys actually running out there half naked into the rain? Or are you just goofing around?
I am.
Nate is.
Okay, so the two people from the village none of you have ever heard, for some reason, take off all their clothes except for their most basic undergarments and go running out into the rain.
I'm playing his flute. Enjoying the weather, doing a rain
That's what you
dance.
call it.
Yeah, the Kalimba thing, that was me goofing around. I'm just,
Understood.
yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Cops follow
What?
suit.
You guys are gonna get struck by lightning. Either I'm gonna do it or God will.
Gobx is actively undressing to follow suit because that seems like it's hilarious.
Are you going full birthday suit or are you stopping at the underpants?
Underpants, since they are.
All right. So there are now three mostly almost naked people out laughing and giggling in the rain.
So what are we doing? Yelling at the storm?
Enjoying nature.
Fuck yeah, nature!
If they get a cold, they are not getting any of my decongestants.
Now, Gobs, you said you didn't hear anything. Just listen. There's so much sound.
Yeah, this is a lot better. I'm doing the yelly voice because I imagine they're having to yell over the rain and storm.
Yeah, because it's a
Hey!
pretty strong storm.
Talah and Gobs, since Lathander is the god of the sun, who's the god of rain? Who's peeing on us?
Sylvanus?
Is rain god pee?
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, over the storm, you just hear that quiet Abraham. No.
I got a question for the out of character. The scrolls that we got have like all these special effects if you cast them as scrolls and you don't write them in.
Correct.
That's correct.
Do you care about the additional effect?
I mean,
Are
it's cool. But if there's one of those scrolls that you feel could be really useful long term, grab it. You're the wizard. You're
There's
the expert.
only one spell that I could cast. I wrote it into my spell book, and it's Thunderstep, which is a teleportation explosion spell.
I mean, that sounds
Misty
useful.
Step, but cooler.
Misty Step.
Are you gonna thunderstep in between us?
But it removes, its extra thing. Its extra thing is just like it leaves behind like an echo that provides concealment and throws off people's perception.
Yeah, grab it.
I was thinking about just writing that into my spell book.
Grab it.
Thunder. Thunder.
Ah.
So using the Awakened spell book, let's see, is this the one where I can write quickly? No, that's the quill. I need to read the quill.
All right. I need nature or survival checks from each one of the three people that are out in the rain.
It
Constitution
takes
saves.
me 6 minutes to copy that spell into the book.
Oof!
Nature or survival?
I mean, I went with survival because I have a plus, one more
Or-
plus in there. This is,
So
I'm just curious. Fucking hell.
Nate and Gobs, for just this bonding moment, I'm gonna give you guys both inspiration. So you have an inspiration you can use. Talah, you get an inspiration, but you also get a cold.
I get an inspiration and a cold. Beautiful.
Yeah, because
I already have inspiration.
because
Oh man.
because while you're out there, you realize you forgot to pack extra underpants. So
Yeah.
now you're gonna have to deal with having a wet bra and panties. So that'll
Yeah,
be
fair.
horribly
Fair.
uncomfortable.
So what do I do? Because I already have an inspiration.
You enjoy the fact that you've got an inspiration, and now you also have a cold. So you got two things now.
Or use the inspiration to avoid the cold.
I rolled the second time. Can I say that I used my inspiration and now I got a new inspiration?
Let's
I
get
rolled
to
two sides of the
Captain.
spectrum here.
Let's
I
get to
rolled a nat
Captain.
one.
Fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. You're gonna burn one of the two inspirations, and I'll let you
Yes.
roll another survival.
Okay.
So roll a survival.
Fail.
20!
So you don't get a cold. You are gonna have to do that kind of weird thing because you're like one of the few girls here where like after you go back to camp and you change, you're gonna have to go and set your bra like near the fire for it to dry out because it's the only bra you brought. But that's the only discomfort you'll have to deal. So you don't have a cold. And you still have,
Discomfort.
hey, look, some girls, this may be strange for you, Nari. Some girls don't like their underpants being shown off to all the guys. I realize it's a different feeling for you, but that's
I
just
don't
how some
care.
girls are. Yes,
It's just clothes.
I understand that.
It's just clothes. Besides, the feeling of not wearing a bra is freeing.
I've never worn a bra, so I will take your word on it.
There
But
you go.
either way, you'll have to deal with that. So there you
All
go.
bonuses. I don't see
Alright.
any minuses here.
Hey, anything else?
I need to confirm with you, GM, before we go to sleep. I'm trying to copy the spell into there, but I need like 150 GP worth of quote unquote materials to practice / write the spell in there, whatever. I obviously can't get that here, so I guess this is not happening. So.
Yeah, that's you need to make a point to buy those specific kind of materials.
Okay.
What would those materials include?
It's
it's
certain
just a-
it's parchment and inks and things like
Which
that.
I don't
Yeah.
need the ink.
I have
Especially-
calligrapher's
I don't
supplies.
need the
Does
ink.
that
I don't
help?
need the ink. I don't need the ink. I don't need the ink. I have a wizardly quill that writes magic.
Special ink.
Oh my god.
So let's do this then, because you've got the special pen. I forgot about that.
Well, let's see. Okay, there is a mechanic that reduces the cost, and that doesn't happen until level 10. So that's already written into the class. So I'm not really arguing for the reduction in cost. I'm
not saying the reduction in cost. I'm saying for the fact that you would have to go and buy it. Let's say it actually magically consumes the gold to do it.
Okay.
Because that makes more sense. Because the normal wizards have to buy the special paper and the special ink and stuff like that.
It also reflects practicing the spell to master it. It also covers like the reagent cost of constantly practicing that spell till you got it.
Yeah.
So there's other things to it.
Yeah. So I'll let you do it. We'll just say it consumes the gold in a magical nature.
Okay. Well, then I need 100 gold.
You can have that from me if you'd like.
I'm not taking all your gold.
I'll Venmo it to you.
What? Does the magic quill deduct from credit lines?
It would need to be. It would need to be physical gold.
Can we make a GoFundMe for Abraham?
Your magic pen does not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth.
I'll pay you.
It is
I'll
not
pay
an
you
IoT pen.
I'll pay you in Burcoin.
Fuck's sake.
So,
Thunderstep. It's written into the book. 6 minutes. I'm now poor.
Whoa.
That's 1 day of rations gone.
Yeah.
Yes, I have subtracted them. So don't you worry.
All right. Anything else anybody's doing this evening?
I did have a thing I want to ask Talah about once we return to the camp.
Ooh.
Girl secrets.
Because I seem to remember there was Talah who mentioned it.
Girl talk. What did I
Um,
mention?
Just remind me, was it Talah who mentioned the whole thing about meditating? Or was that someone else? Someone suggested that Gobs should try meditating. Was that Gobs or was that Abraham? It was one of you.
Well, it was definitely not Gobs.
So not Gobs, it was Abraham or it was Talah. One of you.
I think it was Talah.
Alright, then it is Talah's shield approach.
Yeah, it was.
Found
Found
hey
it in my note.
Talah, can I ask
Hmm?
you for something?
Sure. What's up?
You mentioned something about meditating? Could you show me how to do that? Or teach me, I guess?
Talah's eyes grow like 2 sizes larger and glisten with joy. Of course I can! So, you sit down like this, go like crisscross applesauce right there,
Yeah.
and then just get comfortable. You can lay your hands on your knees, or, I mean, I've seen some people do a weird finger to finger motion, but I just like to have them on my knees. And then you close your eyes, take deep breaths in and out, and just either focus on some thoughts and then letting them go to clear your head. Or what I like to do is just, in this case, there's a lot of rain outside. Just listen to that and then let your mind drift.
Alright. How long am I meant to do it for? Just until it feels right? Or do I set a timer?
Well, some people take like 5 minutes, other people take about half an hour to an hour. I've heard about people doing it longer than that, but I mean, it's just until you feel calm.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try that.
No, Nate, I'm not doing the freaking sleep exercise. It's meditation. I've told you many, many times.
He's
God
asleep.
dang it. Pip! Oh well.
Yeah, you're not waking up anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
That reminds me, did he bring his CPAP?
Don't think so?
Well, he's gonna be snoring tonight. I don't know if he uses one.
Yeah, and good thing the cave like this doesn't like bounce the noise all around.
No, not at all. So yeah, I will help Gobs meditate.
And I will try meditating since it was recommended as a way to sort of get the army under control. So I'm gonna try that. Don't know if it does anything, but I'm gonna try.
Give me a roll with your spellcasting modifier, like you were rolling to hit with a spell.
I actually have a tool set up specifically for that.
Mhm.
It's called Ruin, and I rolled a 1.
Oh, hey, you got a inspiration?
Roll
Yeah.
a
Please use that before you kill me.
No.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh no.
8.
What would that be if it was a melee attack?
If it was a melee attack, well, that would then be plus the 7, and it's a plus 1, so 16.
16. Talah, does a 16 hit you?
Oh,
Yes, my AC is 12.
I need you to roll 1d4.
Me?
Milla.
yeah.
Oh.
1.
You feel a sharp pain in your neck and your ears, Talah,
Yeah.
and you don't hear it vocalized, but you get the impression that something is giving you the feeling of like if it were speaking, it would say, "I will not be quelled or contained," and you just feel that pain as you sit
And
there with your eyes closed. Do you open your eyes?
Yeah.
When you open your eyes, you can see 3 tendrils spiked off the arm and are poking, like one of them is jabbed into your ear.
I feel like Talah would scream at this point. Does that wake Pip up?
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody hears her scream and can react accordingly.
I come a running.
Hey, you, who
gonna
are you?
try and pull the arm away. I presume I'm able to do that.
Fucking 25
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, as you pull the arm away and grab it, it's the tendrils pull back in once you open your eyes.
The hell?
Talah just still sitting down, just scoots back all the way onto the opposite side.
Yeah, from
Onto
her
the,
right ear,
cave wall.
canal, she has blood running all the way down. It's
Yeah,
down to her
I'm-
neck now.
She's
So
she's
it's-
clutching that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why it did that.
What the hell's going on?
The arm attacked Talah. I guess I attacked her. She is scrambling at words right now.
Gain control of yourself. It's not your fault. You didn't will it to happen, did you?
No.
Well, then you didn't do anything. Same way you didn't will this storm into existence, you didn't will for this to happen.
Still, I'm gonna distance this thing. I'm just gonna pick up the bedroll and move it. She legitimately does move like a good 20-ish feet away from everyone with the bedroll.
Nate is still standing with the bow drawn.
Understandable.
What the absolute fiddlesticks?
Talah, you're alright. Do you require any healing?
I think I'm. I think. I don't know.
It's okay. Calm down. Let me have a look over. And Othokent's gonna go down on both his knees, just so he's not the big, tall, intimidating lizard man he usually is. Now he's just head height, intimidating lizard man. Alright. I'm just gonna check, and he's going to take a look at the wounds from the tentacles.
Yeah, it's very, very minor.
Well, good news is there's no permanent damage to hearing thing, though. I am going to be assuming that is not what have you in. From what I can tell, shock at the moment. So just breathe in, breathe out.
She's trying to
Right.
calm her breath.
I'm right here.
Pip,
Yes?
you can put the bow down.
Sure.
It wasn't Gobs. It was just the arm. It wasn't
I
Gobs.
know.
No, she's
It
telling
doesn't make it
herself.
much better.
She's telling herself.
feel like that arm is becoming less and less friendly as we go on. Talah, do you need a lollipop?
What?
You know, a lollipop, a piece of candy on a stick.
No, no.
Please don't take it as anything offensive. It helps calm down children and the like when they're scared.
I think I just need a moment.
All right. And Othokent's gonna move a bit back and give her some space.
Talah's just gonna very, very softly keep mumbling to herself. Was just the arm. Wasn't Gobs. Wasn't Gobs.
So, Gobs, I do believe once we get back to, well, maybe Burcoin or Neap, perhaps we need to find more people that can look into that thing. It eating corpses and people we don't like is one thing
Is
that's
Gobs
horrifying.
asleep?
Nope, she is. I just put it in. She's in the process of digging a small hole in the ground.
Okay, so while she's busy doing that, I'm gonna go walk up to where Gobs has got her hole. I'm not gonna alert her to what I'm doing. So if she's not paying
Wha-
attention to somebody walking around that hole she's digging, she doesn't notice this. I start drawing that circle. And I start drawing the runes into the circle. Then I start putting some extra final touches on it.
As you mentioned, the hole is just enough so that she can lie on top of the arm and press it into the hole with her body.
Yeah, I don't care.
A big hole. Just
No, I'm
so
just
you
saying.
have an idea of what.
So if you don't notice that, that's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
I mean, she probably notices it, but she doesn't question it.
Mhm.
So what's the intent of the circle you're doing?
In order for me to get a feeling of any kind of like what is going on magically, I'm imagining in type of a way, kind of like with sensor fields in science fiction. You have to project energy out in order to get a return. You have to like put something out there to feel something, and so I'm trying to surround Gobs with this field, with this circle, in order to project energy into it. It might bind and prevent the arm from attacking me if it thinks that it's being attacked with this energy field, but all I'm really doing is projecting energy to get an arcane sense of like, is this arm hostile? Is it trying to take over? Is it going to be of such a will of its own that it's going to be a problem for the group? Do we need to negotiate with it to determine that its sentience is being brought out so
Okay.
much, it's waking up so much that we need to actually have an actual agreement with it and not just have it just tag along?
Okay, so to do this, you're going to have to burn a spell slot to put energy into it.
Okay.
Or you could do it as a cantrip, but depending on what level you spend, it's going to determine what all you get from this. So what level spell slot worth of
Third.
energy are you going to pump into it?
As high as I can. It's going to be a third.
Okay, you're going to do a third level?
That's
Okay.
as high as I can go.
Okay. Give me so as you're doing this, I'm also going to give you a bonus because you have detect magic up.
Can Nate do something?
Sure. What's Nate want to do?
Just as he's seeing Abraham or Mr. Grissom do this, just walk over and just he's still staring at the arm, but just tap Mr. Grissom on the shoulder and give him one of these.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So here's what I want from you, Abraham. I want a insight check with
Normal or-
advantage.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, and I'm also giving you an additional bonus to it because of the other things that you've done.
Sure.
So you're getting a +10 from the spell slot that you spent, and you're getting +5 from the detect magic. So
Okay.
here's the sense you get from the arm. Number one, magically, it feels different. It's not necessarily a school of magic. You just feel a negation of everything, right? It's like if you were to just punch a hole in the universe and there was nothing in that
It's a
hole,
dead spot in the sensors.
yes, that's what it is. It's just there's
Like a hole in
nothing there.
space.
Exactly. It's nothingness. But the sense you get from it is that it is very defensive in its nature, and it doesn't. You can see even with the circle you've done, you can feel its essence pushing against the boundaries of that. It doesn't like being contained. It doesn't like being restricted, and it's very protective of itself. So, again, with that 25 insight, because of the bonuses, you get the feeling that even that minor effort of just trying to concentrate and relax on Gobs's part, being led by Talah, it perceived that as a threat to contain it. And that's why it responded the way it did. So it perceived that as a threat. And it's very defensive. When it acts without Gob's directions, it's going to be a very defensive thing. And the big things it does is, I'm going to survive and I will not be contained. That's the essence you get from it, the sense it's pushing out, the way it's pushing against your sensors, your arcane sensors there, and things like that. It's just, I'm not going to be restrained.
You've been hurt. Yes.
When?
I'm not talking to you. I'm kind of like talking to the opener in front, like over Gobs.
As you say that, you notice, because like normally there's like some ridges and some edges to it and everything like that. It becomes very calm and smooth.
Yes.
It looks identical to what Gobs's other arm would look like. It no longer has any other than its color. When you say that, and you're starting to understand where it's coming from. It's becoming less and less ready to react, if that makes sense. It's becoming at ease.
Well, here you go. Trust is what trust is given. So I give you my trust. I don't know what you are, but a creature that's been hurt does not deserve more pain. Here. What you did to her, do to me, and learn. No. I'm not afraid of you.
So Gobs, I want you to do an insight check with advantage as well.
Alright. Nope.
You can tell the arm wants to do something, but it's not going to do it without your permission. You can't tell what it's going to do. So, but it's
Asking
up.
permission.
It's up to you. You do get the feeling that, like, you can feel it wanting to move, but it's holding itself back at this point, unless you join with its will to allow it.
Well, Abraham's saying he trusts you, so okay. She's gonna let it happen.
Abraham's mentality is he's sacrificing himself for his friend. He doesn't care what happens beyond this point if it gains potentially saving his friend from this thing going psychotic. If there's a way to save it and therefore his friend, he's trying to. He doesn't care what happens right now.
Okay, so Gobs, the black arm jerks you forward, right? And rather than tendrils this time, it stays in that smooth format, and it gently caresses Abraham's cheek. And you can see as it does, like you can see the veins in his cheek turn black, as you can tell, part of the arm is reaching in underneath and through the veins and up, and it's running up into his temples. Abraham, you're going to get a couple flashes of things. And this is going to be very hard to describe, but I'm going to do my best. You get a flash of nothingness. Then a sudden vision of light. Everywhere is light. And slowly the darkness creeps around the light. And then you see little points of light all across everything, which you now understand you just saw the birth of the universe. Right? That was the initial creation of light, and then all the stars forming. You feel an extreme amount of loneliness. And then you feel a presence, a flash, and there's a presence. And then you feel yourself being separated from that void by this presence. Then you get a flash, and you're inside something, a container of some kind, and you see what you would know as a lab and people of various different races and ethnicities, dwarves, lots of elves, lots of humans, all in lab coats and stuff looking. I want you to do a perception check real quick.
16 without advantage.
Past the people you can see, and it's kind of distorted because you're in some kind of container, you can see two goblins. You see one that you can see some features that look like Gobs, like Gobs is related to that person, but you can see that in both of them. It's a very young female goblin and a very young male goblin, and they're tied down to gurneys and strapped down. And you can feel part of whatever is in you in that container being taken away. And then you feel darkness and warmth again, and you feel somebody next to you. But it's dark and it's warm, and you feel that presence of that other person. And then you feel cold. You feel gone. And then it flashes again, and you are you sense from the arm the first time it caresses little baby Gobs' face as the arm. And you see it retreat into the nub of her arm and disappear inside of her and hide deeply inside of her. And then you can see as you open your eyes, the black hand has retreated. Gobs, you don't realize this because you've seen all of the same stuff as well, Gobs. And you're now
minus the birth part.
No, you even caught that. You caught all of it. And then you realize you're looking into Abraham's face, and Abraham, as you're looking back at Gobs is crying. She doesn't know that she's crying. She doesn't realize she's crying, but from the arm, you felt its pain of being separated, its pain of being manipulated, its pain of whatever it was in the warm darkness that it was tied to, and it losing that. And then its pain of being alone, but the only thing it had and still has is Gobs. So that's why it's been hiding with Gobs this whole time.
I see.
So Gobs is crying and looking into your eyes, and that's
I'm speaking to the arm. Little void, you've been lost for so long that I cannot even count the years. But know now, if you've seen what you have seen inside me, that we are failed and flawed creatures that are doing the best we can. And the character that you have seen inside of me, and know from what I've known of others, please trust that we will not hurt you.
Doc. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What is Gob's favorite color?
I imagine it's a deep darkish purple.
The arm ripples and turns to that favorite color. It's no longer black.
What?
You, Gobs, get the sense from the arm that it wants to tell the pretty one that it's sorry. It was just scared.
Okay. I can help you do that, but And she says, is not realizing her face is still wet from tears and everything. I can help you tell that, but I'm not sure she's ready for it right now. She looks shocked.
And Abraham's going to kind of like slowly, not withdraw his presence, but withdraw his interaction with the whole thing. He feels his whole business with this is done. He's established a kind of a conversation, an understanding, and the healing can begin. He is not a people person. He's not going to try to talk to Talah about getting over this. He's more comfortable facing the scary unknown. So he's going to, all right.
Until it turned
all
out
good.
to be evil.
Until it turned out to be like, feelings and shit. And he was like, well, it's all fine now. I'm going to go over here. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Nate,
Yes.
how? What are you saying? Anything? What's going on with?
Well, we have been
Talah?
writing a bit in the chat.
Yeah. So I'm just bringing it up so
But
that
yeah.
we can focus on you guys for a second.
Nate has been mostly staring over at Gobx and keeping the bow close by, but is trying to see if he can get Talah to calm down a bit and feel better. He's not quite sure how to do that currently.
I doubt you've ever seen her like this.
Yeah, he's a bit flabbergasted. Just trying to figure out what he can do for her. And Zebra, he reaches out and tries to give her hand a slight squeeze just to get her attention and hopefully maybe snap her out of it.
I'm not sure that would do it entirely.
No.
Like, I feel like there would maybe be a response in a way where she would give a slight squeeze back, but that would be it.
Yep. Well, then he would drag her closer and give her a hug and then start playing on his flute. Just some familiar melodies.
What did you miss, John?
A lot.
I was going to say,
A whole lot.
a whole hell of a lot.
Yep.
A decent chunk, I dare say. But I feel you could have had that done without me, so don't you worry. I can always watch the VOD.
What did you walk out on?
Last
You
thing I
walking over
walked
to
out
Gob's
on
with-
was you talking about the circle with Dearest Soundscream.
Yeah. The arm's a different color now.
What color was
Oh.
that?
It was
purple.
obsidian black before, and now it's a dark purple.
Cool beans.
Purple Rain.
Purple rain.
All right.
But yeah, just trying to calm Talah down and get her in a better mental state.
Also, it's
And,
inside of his face.
This is what
And
we're all lining up to calm
contemplating
Talah down.
murder.
We're all calming Talah down. We're all helping. It's a group effort. Roll with advantage.
Gobs wants to, but she still thinks it's better to keep her distance.
Defo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nate is contemplating murder.
Of who?
Gobs or the arms?
Of the arm.
That would be a bad idea. Conceptually speaking, from what I saw in that vision, it's very difficult.
Yep. Nate doesn't know that.
I know.
Nor does he care.
So, as everybody kind of recovers from this fun little event, I'm assuming so. Gobs is kind of gonna stay off in her corner.
Yep.
Talah's gonna
if
stay
Gobs
off
is
in
go-
hers.
When I say I was going to remove myself from the situation, I meant like emotionally. He's not doing anything. I am
Right.
definitely keeping Gob's company.
Right. I was about to say, are you gonna move your pallet over so you sleep next?
Oh
to her?
yeah, no,
I
there's no
figured.
fear. There's no fear.
All right, so you're doing that. So, and I assume Nate is going to be near Talah.
Yes.
So we've got 2 camps. Where do you want to be, Otho?
With John.
I'm going to be closest to the entrance to this goddamn cave to make sure that all these traumatized parties can get some goddamn sleep.
So you're
I'm
closest
glad
to the
I
sun.
didn't do what I contemplated.
What was that?
Well, when the arm was giving Abraham a visit,
Mm-hmm.
I was just contemplating throwing up Hunter's Mark on it.
Can we have Hunter's Mark be a gigantic arrow that points at the target?
No.
Damn it.
Like in World of
No.
Warcraft, please.
Yes, yes.
So, is anybody keeping watch?
Alarm and Roscoe. Familiar Roscoe, the spirit.
Okay.
And would we have we'd have a watch rotation, wouldn't we? We would be that stupid.
I think
Abraham would stay up. Abraham would stay up.
Okay.
First watch.
I'd argue that Abraham could probably get the buy because he is keeping the alarm going.
The alarm goes for 8 hours without concentration.
I know, but like you made that effort. Sleep.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Okay. So I'm going to
Whoever
say
wants to do it.
you guys do your various sleepings throughout the evening. Gobs.
Yeah.
I need you while you're sleeping
Oh god.
to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
DC 15.
Okay. 20.
Oh my god.
Okay. So you'll come to and you'll realize you're out in the rain. This would have been I'll say Abraham started his watch, but then he dozed off, so Abraham doesn't notice that you left. You're in the rain. It's raining on your face, and the arm has been pulling you across the ground, so you're really dirty. And it's come back to the cave, and you wake up just as it sets a small bush, like it has torn a bush out of the ground, and it's set it near Talah.
Tried to bring her flowers.
And that's when you wake up.
Just a bush?
Just a bush.
Random bush.
Yeah. Just random. It's just like a non-flowering bush,
Oh my god.
and like it pulled it up, roots and all. But it's been kind of you're like not cut or anything like that, but you're definitely wet because it's been raining, and it's been doing kind of pseudopod stuff to get you out there to get the bush to bring it to her, and that's where you wake up. So what would you like to do?
How big a bush?
It's pretty big. It's about 3 feet wide and about 4 feet tall. It's a big bush.
A shrubbery.
It's a shrubbery. Yes.
That is
Brought you a shrubbery.
That is larger than Gobs.
I understand this.
It's probably was wheeling it back like a hammer and just like slamming down an elongated arm and just like inching you forward, wheeling it back, slamming it down and inching. You
I
forward.
pictured it like it expanding itself, so it like flips her up to where he's on the Gobs is on the end, and then walking like a hand. So, but yeah, it would have been horrifying for anybody to see. But yeah, so how would you like to react to waking up, realizing that you've just slapped down a giant bush? He did it it did it gently, so it doesn't wake anybody up. But yeah.
think she'd appreciate the gesture. Maybe not in this way.
Insight check for me.
She 100% appreciates the gesture.
6. I'm good at this. I'm even trained.
It's hard to read, but you kind of get the impression that it's trying.
I know. I think we're just gonna leave the bush where it is. It'll be fine. No one's gonna ask questions.
No one's gonna ask questions.
So let's back up just a little bit. I'm sorry, Nate. You would have maybe not. You wouldn't have noticed them leave, but you obviously would have noticed it coming back with the bush. Would you have stopped or interacted as it's bringing this large shrubbery?
Just as you look outside, see a bush slowly approaching.
Yeah, with a arm with gobs attached to it.
Oh my god.
Gobs asleep, being dragged through the mud.
Just with the bow half drawn, lying there.
You're laying there with your bow half drawn.
Yeah, as you do.
As you do.
Yes.
And euphemism.
Mhm.
But no, just not doing anything since it seems peaceful enough, but certainly not trusting it.
Surprise quickly followed by confusion.
Yep.
Like, a bush is approaching. It's dragging Gobs with it. What?
Oh god, it's the arm.
When did Gobs leave? Oh god.
So Gobs, it stops as soon as you're awake. It stops doing whatever it is and returns back to its normal size. So it would have been right as the bush was being put down. Do you do anything, or do you just rub your arm and go back to your hole?
Like I said, she would say those things out loud to it because she doesn't know how else to communicate with it. It's what comes natural. Like, I think she'll appreciate it, just not in this way. Also, please wake me up for these things.
Insight check.
11.
You get the impression that it's not going to promise either way.
A free spirit.
Yeah, if it could talk out loud, it would have just said no promises. All right. So I need Constitution saving throws from Nate and from Talah, please.
That is a poisonous plant?
No. Despite the fact that you guys had trouble sleeping, you still get you sleep enough to get a full night's rest.
Okay.
And then let's see, who are we gonna pick on? Othokent.
Yes.
Give me a d20 roll as you guys are all starting to wake up.
By the way, who has
Sure.
the next watch after Abraham and sees the
Fuck.
bush?
Okay. As you guys begin to wake up and move around, the first thing you will notice is that
Is the bush.
Well, you would probably notice the bush first, but for everybody else, the rain has not stopped. So it is still raining. The thunder has eased off and the wind has eased off, so it's a moderate rain. But just keep that in mind that it is overcast and raining still.
But there's still some sunlight, more than we would have had.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's not like it's hailing and lightning and all of that stuff. So it's just a rainy day. But yeah, it's morning.
Wait, hang on a second. Did we start this off and somebody said, hey, at least it's not raining?
No.
Nobody
No.
say can't get worse than this, all right? Nobody opened that door, all right?
Right?
I mean, we already did, and then the arm thing happened.
I mean, nobody died yet.
Son of a
Keyword
bitch.
in that sentence? Yet.
I
So
got
yeah.
a bad
So,
feeling about this.
so it's morning. Talah,
Hmm.
there's a
You know, I just got
large
one day
bush
left for
sitting next
retirement.
to you, including the clots of dirt that would have been pulled up. So something very strong ripped this bush out of the ground and set it next to you.
That's not disconcerting at all.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Nate is just gonna whisper to Talah that it seems to be a gift of sorts from the arm.
Okay.
Maybe it's trying to say sorry. I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it at least a new plant you don't know?
Is it?
Nature check. So it is what's called a maple leaf viburnum. It is something you've seen quite a bit back home. But it's been a while since you've seen one because you've been on an island. So, but yeah, it's something you've seen before.
It's some of these grow back home as well. So
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can't tell if he knows or he's just agreeing.
he's agreeing, bro.
Nate is agreeing.
He's just like, yeah, it's a
you're
bush.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I knew that.
Yes.
Hey, he does.
Take it
Yep.
till you make it.
Actually, at that point, he knows it's not a bush; it's a shrub. Just slight difference. You can
Actually.
tell by the root structure.
Pushes up his glasses. Actually.
Actually,
Actually,
in my botany class that I failed out of, but the one thing I did learn.
actually, should be two people that should be scared now with me doing that voice.
All right, so it's morning. What are you guys doing?
Nate wants to talk to Mr. Grissom.
Where's your coffee?
Do we only have instant?
It's fine as long as it's black and with me.
Well, it's wet, but you can still have it.
Hey, take what you can get. What's going on, Nate?
Can I speak to you, just you and me, nobody else listening in?
Sure. And as Abraham walks off with you, he's still got his birds on his shoulder, if that matters.
Both birds and the book
Both
that's
birds.
also alive. Just the
Yes.
two of you and all the beds.
One shoulder slumped a bit because the one is way heavier than the other.
He came back skinnier, from what I understand. When he
Mhm.
returned to life
Yeah.
from the dead, he was in perfect health.
Yep.
Yeah, but the other was magical.
The other one's magical, and it's fat as fuck. I don't know what the hell. I cast that spell wrong. I don't know what the hell. How
All right,
to
so you two
find
step
fat
out.
familiar?
Yep.
Yeah. Nate.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but last night, Gob's arm took her out for a trip.
What?
Yeah.
I-
Seemingly, the arm just dragged Gobs out of the cave
Mm-hmm.
and came back with a shrub for Talah.
I would take that as an intent to apologize, and also would
I-
be just.
I do too, but what worries me is that it clearly has not only sentience, but just able to do whatever it wants, even
Yes.
while Gobs is asleep. Which means, are we really safe near Gobs?
Yes. By and large, this thing is mostly a child. I have seen its entire life cycle. Roughly speaking, the cycle. It showed me the birth of the universe and the fact that it was a piece of the nothingness and the void that formed from. And some things, probably the researchers of whatever institution that we invaded and gained our power from, well, it was captured by them and imprisoned and then experimented upon, and then all that's ever really known is Gobs as a baby. It's been with Gobs' entire life. It's been in there. If you've known Gobs, and you've known it the entire time. So it's scared and has been hurt and was stolen from the beginning of the universe when it was a baby.
I'm just worried, and I don't trust it currently.
Well, if you don't trust it, then you should teach it, because what it does out of ignorance and naivety of our reality. It does not want to be hurt or imprisoned anymore. Don't do that, and it'll be fine. See, there
Well,
you
I
go.
don't really know how to teach it other than put an arrow in it.
Talk to it nicely. Advise it on things that it might have troubles with. Maybe if it likes certain boys, tell it what boys like. I don't know. This is not a very hard concept. It's a sentient being bonded to our friend. Came from the beginning of time. It needs our love and attention.
Sure. Well, can you help me teach it that it ever touches Talah again? I'm going to try and tear it apart, or die trying.
I'm not sure that would be physically possible, considering I don't know what it's made of. Also, it wouldn't do that again. It apologized. I mean, before the Bush thing, but I guess the Bush's second apology? Can't hurt. 2 apologies.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm sorry it hurt your friend. It was scared that the attempt to bind it, or the attempt to meditate, was an attempt to bind it. To make
Well,
it go to
wasn't it?
sleep.
I thought it was.
It felt that it was more of a put it in a bottle kind of containment it was afraid of. It is its own thing. Imagine you're suddenly given to somebody else and you have to do what it says all the time. Wouldn't you rebel a little bit and do your own thing? It's still its own sentient mind.
Then let's remove it from Gobs and let
I'm
it
not
be its
sure
own
that's
thing.
I'm not sure that's possible. The ones who did are at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe when
Yeah,
we
okay.
complete whatever task to resurrect whatever god that resides over this realm, we can ask it to do this.
I want to correct one thing, one slight thing. I want, as you say that, I want you to do a history check with advantage. One of the researchers you saw through the glass was a gnome with bright red hair. A male. Similar facial features to the female red-headed gnome that you saw who was pursuing Gobs back in Neap. You remember the guys that you spoiled their trap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I write that down somewhere? Yes, I did.
So what you may have been seeing when they were in the container may not have been in the what was that? The Ethereum Sanctum? Yeah.
The point remains. It's somewhere far removed from us.
I'm saying when you say that and you think of that, those pieces fall into place for you.
Sure. So you may have your reservations about it. It is an unknown entity that was stolen from the beginning of time. And I feel that there's an opportunity, though. For if it is as young and naive as I believe it to be, mentally, that there's a chance to form a bond with it. This is a concept I'm not familiar with.
Well, I'm worried about
As am I.
Talah, us, Gobs even. Gobx has plenty stuff going on, both inside and out. So this is not that welcome. Anyways, I guess that's it. There's nothing we can do about it right now.
Yes. My bird returned to life. Came back from the other realm of the dead. We're less worried about that than we are about an arm. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Who sent it back? I didn't summon him back. I appreciate him being back and I love him very much, but I did not send him back. Questions and questions. Mysteries upon mysteries. Hey, is that breakfast?
Sure is.
Oh no, my oatmeal.
My rations.
It looks like dehydrated oatmeal, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Let's get this out into a tray. Nice.
Oh well, who wants muesli?
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do before you proceed out of camp?
Nothing really. Just eating, morning oblations, and cleaning myself, and
Checking on
conversations.
Talah.
Is Talah still there? Talah?
Talah's still there.
Been replaced by several blocks of wood hidden underneath some blankets.
Just as the breakfast is slowly being healed from whatever position Gobs is in relation to Talah. Look, I know you probably don't want to talk right now, so the strawberry that was left by your bed, it's an apology from the arm. And even if I don't know how to explain this, but I had no part in that. It dragged me out of bed for it. And it's
Yeah,
very sorry for what
Gobs
happened.
looks like a mess. She literally looks like she's been drugged through a mud puddle and then let dry, because that's literally what happened.
I imagine there's scratches and stuff as she was being dragged through it.
No, you didn't get scratched at all. It made sure you didn't get to sustain any type of injury, but it didn't care about you being dirty.
Okay. And I'm looking forward to the walk today to wash all this off.
You need prestidigitation. You're clean!
Yay, clean on the outside.
Well, I can't do much for that. Here's some antiseptic. Drink it down.
Thank
It's a
you.
bottle of whiskey.
While you got dragged, your mouth opened and it just started shoveling dirt.
Ah, it was like, you're not eating enough.
No, it's just like one of those
Yeah,
mechanical
there's a
things.
lot of nutrients. There's ants. There's worms. There's
It's not on purpose either. It's like one of those mechanical things. As it's being drugged, her jaw just hinged open and her lower teeth just started catching things.
yep.
Just
Breakfast.
Mouth
Midnight
unhinged as
snack.
goblins are known to do.
Excellent. Well, as you guys ponder how to finish up breakfast and your next steps, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, mainly because I have to pee.
I got to pay too.
Dan, I got to pee.
Got to pay.
I will say I did not expect the arm attacking someone.
I was expecting it to do it, but not right now.
I was expecting
I
it to
wasn't
do it in-
expecting to have my ears pierced in that way.
I was expecting it to attack someone, but at a moment of anger, not at the moment of peace.
Well, it was a peaceful moment for you.
Yeah, it was definitely not for Talah.
Or
Well,
for
it
your
was.
arm.
It was for a brief moment for Talah, I imagine. And yeah, for the
Almost
arm,
turned
no,
into PvP.
which I would have been fine with. I mean,
You know, the whole battle would have been centered by Ofo standing in the middle, switching who's he's healing. Like, nope, no one's dying. Stop that. No, stop.
I mean,
Until he runs out.
I mean, I imagine Gobs herself wouldn't fight back, and if Nate just kept shooting and he kept healing, after around 5 rounds of it, Gobs would have gone, one of you just stop at this point. I don't care who.
Othokent can keep going for at least 10 turns. Good luck.
There you go.
Yes, but it hurts. Put me out.
Just put me down, man.
Nope.
Yeah. Goddamn shrubbery. What the fuck?
It feels like the clumsy dog trying to apologize by bringing you a leaf.
Yeah.
You dare not accept it and bring it with you out of fear for it.
Oh, Talah's not gonna
feeling
bring it.
offended.
Talah's not
So-
bringing it.
You're gonna
She might-
offend the arm.
She might pick a leaf off of it and put it in her notebook, but that's it.
I mean, what will you do with a whole shrubbery?
I don't fucking know. Use it to hide?
To appease
What,
the knights who
your-
say, "Nee."
Your journal entry with the dried leaf saying, "Dear diary, today an arm almost killed me."
But then it brought me a shrubbery. I picked a leaf off of it. Today was weird.
Yeah, some bodyguard natives couldn't even protect Talah.
To be fair, you didn't expect that particular.
You fell
angle.
asleep.
Yeah, if Nate wasn't asleep at that point, he would have had time to react.
I mean, I could
Because
even argue
he's
that he
alert.
would. I could argue that he wouldn't have expected it coming from Gobx, but maybe not have considered that the arm is separate.
But yeah, Nate does have the alert feat. They couldn't be surprised by it. Ah, that's fun.
What's fun?
There's some good moments here.
Where?
So,
Where we're
this
looking.
this today's episode. The
Already,
title
yeah.
could also be ear piercings,
I think
trust
this is a
issues.
I think this is a different kind of ear piercing.
Yeah, this was oof.
Two girls meditating gone wild.
Shit nuts. Right?
Shit nuts.
Shit nuts. I still think shit nuts is gonna be the name of today's episode.
I
Also,
mean,
we're
if it's not, we just have to say it a lot more.
I mean, he did say he'd have to edit out the start, so he's likely going to have to edit out this as well.
Shit nuts, shit nuts, shit nuts, shit nuts.
Just the entire episode is just 5 seconds long.
Hello, future editing sound scream. I'm very sorry.
Shit nuts.
Shit nuts.
God damn it.
And hello, viewers or viewer, or how many?
How many are there? Everyone say hi in the chat if you're here. I don't fucking-
There's 5 viewers currently. We
That's-
actually
that's
have
why I'm
viewers.
I'm
Well-
here. The Nexus is here.
That's a bot.
There's Doc, and so we have one viewer. Who is it? Is it still Superstorm?
Storm is here, or AFK.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
imagine he's likely watching us on the second monitor while doing things.
Also, we're like Just Drive Haze with second monitor content.
Yes, we are.
We've made it, boys.
We made it.
We're not gonna make it. No,
We're in the top 10
not
of
gonna
END
make it.
YouTubers.
Wait, what?
Yes. If we're
You know,
second
I don't-
monitor content, we have to be.
I
You know-
highly doubt that.
If I ever start streaming again, I'm not gonna be striving for like the best content on Twitch, like that type of vibe. I'm gonna strive for the it's 3 a.m. and there's nothing else on vibe.
Hey, it's an angle.
Yeah.
It indeed is. It
Well-
certainly is.
Well, as long as you don't stream Warzone
What's
or FIFA.
Warzone?
You know, Carl on duty.
Oh, yeah, fuck no, I don't like that game. If I ever stream, I'll be streaming things I like playing. And I don't like playing FIFA, and I don't like playing modern shooters.
We would like to thank our sponsor of today, BigFatFloppyDonkeyDeck.com.
So much editing.
I wonder
Dicks,
if he's
dicks,
even gonna
dicks,
notice.
Dicks, dicks,
I-
dicks, 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 dicks.
I think he can safely just cut out the break. I mean, just
At
cut
this
it out.
point, at this point, yeah.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it before it lays eggs.
Too late.
You know, that's actually the thing. I wonder if the arm did lay eggs inside a year. We should check for that.
And inside Abram.
Yes, but that was consensual.
Hey, Soundscream. So I'm gonna save you a lot of editing work right
No,
now.
no, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
You're just gonna want to cut out the whole break.
That bad?
Nah.
What?
Nah, it's fine, don't worry about it.
You guys weren't saying a bunch of gamer words while I was gone. were
Of
ya?
course not. I never said cucumber. I mean, what? No, shit. Ah.
You remember the proposed
Cucumber.
name for today's episode?
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah,
nuts.
that. Shit nuts.
Oh well. Is what it is on that one.
But no,
Awesome.
we not say the gamer word.
Okay, as long as the gamer words weren't being dropped, we're okay.
But I said
Ninja.
cucumber.
He said the game.
Ginger.
Ginger.
Gingivitis.
I mean, ginger does contain a very particular set of letters.
Yeah, but only a ginger can call another ginger.
Oh no, I did
That's not true.
I did another racisms. Oh no.
Oh no. All right. So it's overcast. It's morning. Anything anybody would like to do as anything that anybody would like to do as you guys break camp?
You know, considering it's still raining like shit, I'm gonna take off my doctor's robes. No need to wear that. It's gonna catch more rain than lose any.
Did anyone bring rain ponchos?
I am a rain
No?
poncho.
Gonna
I
pull
did
up the
not.
hood.
Pull up the hood.
Yep.
All right.
I can predict what the weather will be like at my location for the next 24 hours.
Rain.
Is it going to keep raining? Is it going to clear up?
Rain.
I'm reading it. Hold on.
Within these 30 feet.
Cave.
The weather looks like cave in.
And Ollie, with today's weather, it's gonna rain. Thank you, Ollie.
The weather looks like it's gonna be rainy with a chance of tentacles. What?
What? Oh no!
So it only tells you what it's going to be at your current location for the next 24 hours.
Yes.
It is a cloud.
Yes.
It is
Okay.
going to rain.
Beautiful. Oh well.
Leaves. Also, yeah, I did tell you about the shopper. Yeah, I did that before the break. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
You
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
it.
yeah. So now you also know where it came from.
Outside.
All right.
Yes.
So as you guys proceed to head towards the cave, I'm
Mhm.
not going to make you make a survival check because you were able to find the pathway that the carts were taken that would take equipment in and or out. So it's a bit overgrown because it hasn't been used in a while, but you were able to find it. So you guys trek as a group. to the mine. It takes you. I'd say you guys probably got up around 8 a.m. As a note, you guys did get a full rest, so make sure to refresh all your hit points and spell slots and tools and items that
Everything.
refresh, all that stuff.
Click the long rest button, you guys.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys are able to make it. It'll be early afternoon, probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So you need to mark off. So you would have done a ration last night, a ration this morning, and a lunch ration. So make sure you mark off your appropriate rations.
I mean, a ration covers for a
Yeah,
day.
ration
so...
is a day.
Okay. Well, fine. You mark off. I'll just say 1 ration then for those 3 meals. But yeah, you guys are able to make it to the mine. So you get there. For the most part, all the buildings and whatnot that would have been created for storage and all of that's kind of fallen apart in disrepair. So as you get there, you get kind of to a clearing, and you see, a couple buildings that are kind of toppled over. They've been grown over, all of that. Fairly sandy, gravelly ground. And then into the hillside in front of you is the entrance to the mine.
Beautiful.
So as we're getting, I think this is where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna need a bit to put on armor and get out shield and everything, because there's supposed to be a thing of living metal in there, right?
Well,
Well,
yes, living metal. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Gotta get into battle gear for that. What, you weren't traveling in your armor, were you? Wait, am I the only one wearing armor?
I think Nathaniel
course.
wears light armor.
Of course I
Yeah.
am. Right, gonna
Yeah.
need a moment.
I wear robes.
I don't need armor. My scales are tougher than most armors.
Let's put it to a test. Stab.
Sure, I'll test your scales afterwards.
Please tell me you have dandruff. In Danish, the word for scales and dandruff is the same word.
Yeah, Doc, never have I felt my character feel so uncool so quickly as when you said that shit.
Yes. Othokent is just covered in dandruff.
Don't worry about it, Othokent.
All right, so
Here's
I
some
now have
claws and tail.
so I now have 2 people on the no healing list. Gotcha.
I apologized.
I can cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, but I can do it better.
I presume
Yeah.
the temporary hit points I had are left or gone now, so I'll remove those. I don't remember where they came from even. All right.
Some amazing meal.
Yeah, it
So,
actually helped quite a bit.
what is our plan of attack here? Is it just go in, find the living metal, kill it, and take it?
I believe so.
All right, simple enough.
I mean, I'm not sure what else we could find of interest in there that we are actually allowed to take.
I mean,
What will they know is missing?
yeah, what he doesn't know doesn't hurt him.
And
Also, he was kind of a dick, right?
He was a bit of a know-it-all, but that's about all.
Would you really feel so bad stealing from him?
I don't really feel bad stealing from anybody, as long as they deserve it.
You think he did?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not really, but if we could use it more than him, maybe.
well, maybe we can take that discussion when we actually find something.
Yeah, we
You
may
know
never
what,
find nothing. This may be a blown-out mine, and there's nothing here except living metal, which we can take.
And apparently there's a poo tunnel. So
Tunnel of poo.
I'm not going to look through that.
So it's time
Also,
for...
Kent, your olfactory senses are different than ours, right?
Only ever so slightly.
I have really good dark vision, if that helps.
I just think about who should investigate the poo tunnel.
I would prefer to avoid it for sanitary reasons.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I don't want to have my hands covered in unmentionables if anyone needs patching up.
The outside of this cave, Mr. Scream of Sounding,
Mm-hmm.
is there a like what's around it? Like, is there like a buildings, like outbuildings for like construction? Sorry, mining and
All the
storage.
outbuildings have kind of toppled over and are in disrepair.
Okay, so there was stuff here, but it's all falling apart. No real evidence of anybody living around. Any? It's into a cliffside, just like straight into a
A
cliffside.
hillside, yeah.
Any pathways up and around, like maybe to an alternate entrance?
You could definitely take a look around if you'd like. You don't see anything obvious.
Okay. Well, we can either look around for another entrance or just go inside.
I mean, I think just heading in the front entrance would be the way to go.
Yeah.
If everyone's fine with it, I'd like to take point.
Hmm.
Sounds good to me. I prefer not to stand in front unless necessary.
All right.
I don't mind having you in my field of vision all the time.
Yeah, it's.
I know you don't.
He's trying to say you're easy on the eyes, Gobs.
That's not what she takes from that.
He hates to see you go, but he loves to watch you leave.
I mean, we have established that Gobs has quite the dump truck.
Mm-hmm.
When did we establish that?
Huh?
It's canon.
When Abraham was approaching your hole.
Oh God. By the way, Soundscream, Superstorm just gave me a PM that he has signed off for the night, but he wishes all of us a good evening and tells us that Shitnut is indeed the best name for this episode.
There we go.
Good grief. All right. So, so you guys are beginning to walk down into the cave, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Now remember, our job is to take hits for the rest of them so they don't get hurt. That means all of them.
so why don't we take a look and see what's inside the cave as you guys enter?
Token check, can't control.
Can't.
I can.
Can.
Other proficiency, human vision.
I cannot. Yes, I have human vision.
Why do your tokens not want to behave?
I don't know.
Because they're kinky.
Oh God.
They need to be put in their place.
Stop. Just no. Just no.
Is that an order?
More of a prayer.
Gobs, you can move yours, right?
Yeah, mine's fine. I'm good.
Otho can move his.
I can move that one.
There's now two.
Oh, there's
Just
two
my
Abrahams with
hands.
two Roscoes, so
So there's four Roscoes.
Maybe check if they're on the right layer. That might be why.
They're on the token layer.
All right. Fuck me then.
No thanks.
Rather not.
thanks.
By the way, Nari, once more we have characters that don't really like each other.
That's not true. Talah actually really liked Gobs.
Nari, can you move your character?
I was doing it.
I love how that was past tense. Liked.
Yes, that's my point. We're just forever cursed to have characters that don't like each other.
Abraham, you should be good.
Yes, I now can traverse through walls.
Abraham's the best.
Hey, what?
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 Pip, you should be good. Gobs, are you
Abraham's
sure you
humble.
can't move yours?
Mine's fine.
Doc, pay attention.
Yep.
Can you move your token?
yours?
Yes, I've said so multiple times.
Okay, it didn't come through.
It's not
Nate, can you move
changed.
yours?
Yep.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, so what you see is what you see.
And what you see
Ah,
is
an
what you
exit.
get.
We're already here. Let's go.
All right, time to leave. So, just to make sure, what we see here is indeed what we see, like all of it. There's not things on the map that you don't intend to be in the room.
Correct.
All right.
I need a second.
That's real life.
Okay.
I hate it when real life comes knocking.
Yeah, when real life comes, it's always messy.
Yep.
Uh,
It's
Shut up, Sans.
I put down a list of all of Nate's senses.
Yep. Stretch receptor.
Yep. He sends a
Nate is
lot
gonna
of things.
stretch you.
Yeah. You include the proprioception. That's important.
I posted a very important video in Doc's place.
Telepathy?
Never think about how skeleton
Jesus Christ, that's loud.
enemies.
Why is it so loud?
So who's running a game? A D&D game in this channel.
I
Who's
am.
What?
That could fit a UNT abomination into it.
Wait, what was the question again?
If you're running a game, I have an idea if you can fit a UNT abomination into your game.
Yeah, I actually can. I have an area that my players will visit, not soon, but down the road, that is very snake themed. So yeah, I could probably fill one in. Why?
I'm back. Sorry. All right. So what are we doing? Hello?
Cave exploring.
All right. So yeah, everything you see on the map is supposed to be there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Also,
There you go. Yes, you're doing that. I know you are.
okay, so this looks like an abandoned camp, right?
Does it? I can't see shit.
You can't? I can see everything perfectly. Right, human. Someone cast, I guess, light on me, if they have it.
Othokent's gonna pull out a torch, melted in his right hand. Or glow stick, I suppose, is more appropriate.
Cast light on Gob's eyes.
They emit light.
I have now brought out a glow stick.
Do you want me to tie it to my belt so I can walk in front and you can see?
Sure, I toss the glow stick to Gobs.
Catch and tie to belt. And I'll have a wackling glow stick by the hip. Alright, Nate, did this work for you?
It's a lot better though. So
Alright. So, camp, 5 bedrolls, 6 bedrolls.
1 bedroll just for the arm.
And a pit of skeletons.
oh well, that is lovely.
And it looks like trading dummies in the target. Bandage?
Oh.
Training? Prisoners? Banditry? Guards?
Maybe just pastime when they're not digging?
Needs the guard post. Are these weapon racks and armor racks right here?
They would be, but they're empty.
Yeah, that's what they are, though. Right.
Yeah.
Pickaxe racks.
Axe racks.
Yeah. And over here is kind of like a job board.
So these skeletons, how old do they look? Like, are they fresh-ish?
Medicine check.
Wait. 14.
They look semi-petrified.
Yeah, this looks like old ones. So I don't think these are from the camp. That would also be morbid as fuck. Do we want to check the camp before we continue?
There we go. Now my pings are showing up.
It would probably be best.
Is these casks in front of Abraham? Those casks on this floor right here?
They're trunks. They're like wooden trunks.
Open? Unlocked? Looted?
You have to check them to find out.
I check them. I'm asking.
Okay. They are empty.
Ain't no
Mostly
junk in
rotten.
this trunk.
The way you have the words, Abraham, you should be a poet.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it. Let me see. Petrified, you say? Recently or after some time? Are these magically altered petrifications?
I mean, I don't know that. How
Can I?
how do you tell?
Roll Arcana, I guess.
You cast a magic
mean-
finding magic spell.
How would you petrify a skeleton?
You could have a skeleton that's been, from bone to stone.
Yeah. Okay. Let me rephrase. Why would you petrify a skeleton?
So you could
Make it
therefore
more
raise it.
sturdy.
Raise it to be like
Cool
a
ass statues.
Yeah. Like a bones. You have a stone skeleton, man.
I mean, if you turn a skeleton to stone, can you still use raise undead on it?
What if you raised it then cast bone to stone on it?
Would that would make it a stone
Okay.
golem, right?
It looks like they started digging there and found them there. That looks like a small excavation pit.
Oh, excavation. Oh, I thought literally there were bodies that were just thrown in there, and these are the skeleton remains of them. I'm like, what happened to these people that I threw into this pit?
No.
Okay, so they
Yeah,
dug up the. Okay.
What do you mean that you threw them in the pit? Do you have something to tell us here?
I was never here. You can't prove nothing.
All right.
And it's just creepy
Is there any-
remains.
Talah, is there anything on the job board that's interesting? Like warning signs in tunnels or something?
Let me check.
Everything that's there, there's not much left there because the paper would have deteriorated quite a bit, and it's not really legible what is left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's written in Dwarvish. If you know, do you know Dwarvish?
Well, let me see.
Let me see.
Nope.
I can help if it's in common or goblin.
I can read anything.
Goblin in my head is Spanish.
What do you say? Wait, were you use a job board?
¿Qué pasa?
This is a job board saying how many tons of ore they need.
No, again, it's all super faded. You can only pick out a couple words. Something lower something, reminder, stuff like that. But you
drums
can't.
in the deep.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
found us.
yeah. Stop delving so greedily. That kind of stuff. Yep.
Right.
Where the what?
Noria Mining Company.
Fool of a goblin.
Fool of a took. Next time, throw yourself in and rid us of your stupidity.
Oh god.
Fool of a took.
Old
That
man
is a
noises.
hammer striking an anvil, or I've never heard one. Thanks, Gimli. We know what a tapping sound is, genius.
All right. I'm gonna
Hey,
continue forward
don't.
then.
John Rhys Davies. I love John Rhys Davies.
So do I. I just hated how they portrayed Gimli in the movie, like he was an idiot. He wasn't. He was awesome.
You know, I
Trust
would
me.
have. You know, from his appearance alone, I would have accepted Peter Jackson as Gimli.
I wouldn't have. He's too fat.
I think
Gimli
he'd
wasn't
act
fat.
the hell out of Gimli.
He was on his diet during Lord of the Rings. He was slimming up.
I'm presuming there's a door in front of me here, right?
No, that's
an
just
archway.
that's an
Supports.
archway with a
Okay,
support
just
beam.
an archway. I thought it was
Supports.
like a door, like to cut off the rest of the mine. You know.
Fill it
It
with
is an
gas.
It's an
Destin-
archway.
Dustin
There's a
off.
chicken engraved into it.
Chargeway.
Oh yeah, there's a chicken right here. Do you know what the history is behind those chickens? I've always wondered.
Well, let me tell you. Shut up and let's keep moving.
I'm sure the character of a different campaign would know a whole lot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
they're his ways. They're archways.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
it?
That's
the joke they were making.
I know.
I think that's got more dark. The darkness approaches. What the?
Oh,
Oh
that's
no!
That's the wrong
The
marker.
darkness
My
approaches.
bad.
Run!
No. It's your parents. It's your arm's parents. Come on.
No, I don't think that's how that works. No, I don't want to go in.
Mr. Grissom, didn't you have an expert called Arch, a great uncle?
Arch,
Didn't
the
it?
great uncle.
Didn't he go mad and like got way into chicken?
Getting way into chickens is madness, then I don't want to be not mad.
Didn't you tell a story about how he drunk like blue lamp oil?
You know what? You guys keep
Thankfully.
saying that like it was a strange thing to do.
because it was.
Anyway, hold there. Hold there.
Really what it is.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop moving.
I'm not moving.
Stop not moving. Keep moving.
I moved to that end, and then I stopped.
Good.
Does he smell something?
I'm letting Nate and Otho pass, by the way.
It's the poo tunnel.
Opho's fine with being the rear guard.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hang on a
not the
second. We gotta
pool
look. Entrance. Okay, no. We're
I
not
got
the
a
poo
lizard
tunnel.
on my ass.
No. Pull up the map. It's in your notes. Pull up the map.
We
this
are
literally
at the
correlates.
appendix.
Yeah. We're at the little node there.
Yeah. So, do we want to check the small little, I guess, kidney?
Yeah. Let's check the kidney.
And we're gonna check the kidney. We're going into.
Check it.
Good adventures go left.
Yeah, go see if the cave has a UTI.
I mean, if we go too far to the left, we'll go to the whale.
Look into that side.
The whale.
You do notice there is a little fissure that runs up, and there is actually sunlight coming through and a little bit of water trickling down, and there's this little bitty glade hiding in here.
Huh,
A
there's
little
a
bitty
bit of
some bushes and some moss and some little bit of grasses growing.
there's a little bit of plant in here.
Yeah,
What
go
looks
ahead
like
and
ore.
What kind of ore? Is she pretty?
if she is, that means she's expensive.
The best kind.
All right, everyone get in.
It's plants, Talah, your favorite.
You're saying it like she's about to eat them.
Well, she likes them. I mean, she wants to eat them. She can, but I'm stopping her.
Is this anything? Like anything special, or is it just plants growing in a mine? Well, in an open.
Is it anything special?
It's just a typical cave bosses and cave ferns.
Hey, is this the type of moss you can eat?
Is it?
It's not particularly great to do so, but you can do it if you had to. It's not
Yes.
poisonous or anything. It's like, can you eat grass? Yeah, but
Is it good?
no.
Can I eat this
It's full
moss?
of minerals.
Can I eat this
Hey,
monster?
you can eat
Yes,
just about
John,
anything
but only
once.
once.
Yeah.
All right, everything looks good in here. Unless someone really wants to dig for whatever's in that wall. I don't know, looks like a bearing structure to me.
Othokent,
Yes.
as you were standing there as they were exploring, I would like a perception check.
Of course.
You hear a cricket.
Where?
Perception. Here we go.
From under your cheek.
I don't see shit.
Huh?
His eyes are growing cross-eyed. Normally
Alright.
wouldn't matter, but for some reason it does.
Actually, does he
By
have
the way,
those
is this
weird-
the campaign where you can roll under your passive?
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
By the way, does Otho have those weird gecko eyes that can go either which way? Or
No.
Can he lick his own eyes?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's a yes.
Yes. All right. Gobs is moving forward. I would give you. Trying to be careful.
just waiting for everyone else to form up before moving forward? All right.
He's gonna stand here soaking some sunlight, and then I'll follow.
You're not the lizard.
Still,
You're not Superman. Son of
Also-
Krypton.
question: does this living metal that we're searching for, does that qualify as an object?
Construct, I think.
I wouldn't know.
That's actually a very good question. Oh,
Mr.
Uh,
DM, sir.
Mm-hmm.
speaking of, I actually do want to cast a spell as we're walking around, if you don't mind.
I
Sure.
guess he didn't hear it.
No, I heard
Uh,
it. Maybe I'm not
Okay.
answering that question on purpose.
I'm gonna cast Alma of Agathis, which will automatically be upcast to 3rd level.
Well, you know what? Fuck
You-
it then.
Because you don't know what it is. You don't know what living metal is.
Like that.
So you can try the spell if you want to. Maybe consulting with somebody who might have a clue of what it is wouldn't be a terrible idea.
What is it? Roll Arcana?
You roll Arcana.
I don't know
Hmm.
shit.
Yeah, not really sure. You haven't heard of it before. All right, Gobs, hold there for a second.
Hold.
I am.
Hold the door.
Yeah, big reveal.
Oh. There's a collapsed bridge up ahead. According to the map, this doesn't make any sense. That's
You
not
ex-
on the map. I know I'm complaining about the badly drawn map.
Which not on the map?
This up here. Come look.
What part's not on the map?
This part.
Yes, what about it? Because it doesn't matter.
Give me. I don't even know what the hell this check would be. Give
Perception.
me an intelligence check.
Oh, if it's just to realize that the people who drew this map didn't know what they were doing, yeah, we could see that already.
It's not.
Okay.
So Abraham, you'll notice this. Gobs won't. Abraham, as you guys are going through, like these main tunnels you've been going through, it's obvious that these were carved into the ground a long time ago. This area to the left is a newer digging. There's not as much corrosion into the sides, so you can infer from that what you would like.
This, what we're walking into, is new.
No. The part to the south that's not on the map
Oh,
is new. That is new.
Yeah, he dug it new like. Whoever drew this didn't draw this at the time that they did that. So,
Huh. Fair enough.
see the marks right here? Fresher than those marks over there because these don't have the white and a little bit of the browns and the greens on the metals here.
So we want to get across here, right?
Perception checks from everybody.
Yes.
19 crew.
20.
Okay, everybody hears it this time. There are voices echoing from this direction. I need to know, because I know what a couple of you languages. Gobs, you just do Goblin and Common.
Yeah. Only two
Spoken.
languages.
Nate, spoken languages.
Spoken languages.
Yeah,
But
I
you would
need
be
to
able
know
to
what.
understand from hearing.
Yeah. So like, there's somebody
I-
in the party who can read any language, but that doesn't mean they can hear any language and understand it.
Okay, so it's just whatever I have in my language.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, just making sure.
He's just making sure to specify so I don't spell up. Well, I can read everything.
Common, Elven, Orc, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Why the list?
Okay. All right. Abraham, what you got?
Common, Draconic, Dwarven, Elven.
Okay. You recognize that it's a language, but you don't understand quite what it is. And you also hear the sounds of picks, like they're hammering and picking.
It's probably Undercommon. Bastards.
So how are we gonna get across here? Just jump it?
Sure. Those are just ropes dangling
mean-
down into nothingness down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a rope.
You have a rope?
Yeah,
All right. How do we propose
good
to
old
get
50 feet.
Actually, could we get one of the Roscoes to maybe fly it across? That wouldn't really help. Wait, could you do that thing where you shoot an arrow into one of the poles over there and it'll stick?
I mean, or I could just bamf over there.
Right, magic is a thing. I can also teleport. Wait, when you say bamf, what do you mean?
Magic.
Short range teleporting?
Yes.
We can.
I could jump it.
We can jump it,
Oh.
yes.
We could jump.
Well, we just need one to jump it.
With a rope tied to their waist.
Correct.
Or we find somebody to throw across. Somebody light and small. Somebody also
Yeah.
strong with the strength to throw them across.
Hmm. Too bad we don't have anyone small enough.
When we do. You.
Yeah.
You're small. And Otho's got those arms now. He's got the magic gauntlets to give him the strength.
People letting me pass by them.
Yes.
Okay.
Naturally, allies let you pass.
As Nate and Otho just pick up Mr. Grissom and throw him across.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey!
So, first off, I need to know whether there is going to be enough space for a large beast here.
It is a fairly cramped tunnel. Like Otho's having to duck a little bit.
Right.
Because again,
Okay.
this was gnomes and dwarves that were carving this, so that's not. It's a large beast would have difficulty in
Okay.
this area.
Wait, I need to see whether this is the medium size, because that would be better. 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Are you gonna do spooder things?
Yes, I am. I asked Nexus for permission here. So instead of a giant spider, because that is large, I'm going to turn into a giant wolf spider, which is medium.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nex.
So you want to hear a cool wolf spider story? This will freak Nexus out.
Nexus like took his headphones off. I think I heard something.
At our last house that we were at, we had wolf spiders like crazy. And I'll never forget Caitlin, my daughter, being so fearless. There's a wolf spider that was probably 4 inches across from leg to leg, so a pretty big one, running across the
Oh.
floor, and she's like 2, and she just barefooted just stomps it. Just like, nope, that spider's dead. It's like, oh, got it. I was like, okay.
Well, no need for an icon. I just put a web on me, so
Okay.
let's not freak out Nexus too much here.
Yep.
You
That's fine.
know what, Sunscream, you can have this. Your daughter's more badass than I am.
Yeah, she qualifies in that category more so than many of us.
Regular spider, I would. Wolf spider, not sure I would.
I wouldn't step on any spider barefoot.
Then, yeah, not
that's
barefoot.
you. That's you.
All right, so you've turned into a spider.
Yes.
Okay.
And now
what are
I'm
you-
basically standing there like, gimme rope.
All right, have end a rope here. Do you want me to tie it to something, or can you grab it?
I think I can grab it in the pincers. Like,
From your hand, just the pincers. Ah.
Right.
Just bite back as revenge now. Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
nah,
You deserved that.
nah. I'll just take the rope and then I'll walk along the wall
Okay.
to the other side,
Alrighty.
Yeah, deadly poison.
and then I'm going to
Web it up real good against the post.
exactly.
Good enough. All right. So,
Did you just put that thing out from your butt?
She's got some junk in that trunk.
Yeah, okay.
Useful junk. Squirting out all over the wall.
Nate, your girlfriend squirting things
Okay.
out of her bud.
hold there.
I will.
A giant spider
Why I didn't move any further. I was like, I'm gonna be in the crossroads. There we go.
on the ceiling, please.
He does that.
He does that. Okay, good. Good to know. Just checking.
Currently not on the ceiling. Currently just on the floor.
That means you could have her in your pocket, Nate. Pocket spider.
All right. It will take an athletics or acrobatics check, even using the rope to get across, but it is not a very high DC because
Yeah, I'm going to move back just in case anyone might slip. I'll web them.
Okay, so you're holding an action to
Yes.
squirt on people. Got it.
Yes.
So they fall helplessly, unable to move.
No. I will try and then web them to the wall or something. Fucking hell.
Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Dobbs,
Spider.
are you doing athletics or acrobatics to cross the rope?
I'm doing athletics.
Come
Alright,
on,
give me that
man.
roll.
I'm trying to help you guys.
You have no problems getting across.
Hey, I'm gonna toss the rope back.
I figured you tied the rope off on the other end,
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it already was.
like on the end you're coming from.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
All right. Who's next?
So just toss it back like, here you go, enjoy.
I just realized a giant wolf spider doesn't have the web action.
Okay, you're
Oh, well.
you're a giant grass spider then. You've got web. I don't care.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Otherwise you could have held it and I could have just tied it off now.
Either way, who's
it's
next?
Semantics.
Abraham. Okay. So, Spider Lady, you need
Yes.
to roll a check to web Abraham as he takes. He
nosedive.
immediately head first dives off into the nothingness. that
Wait,
waits
you
below.
just. There was a loose
Right.
rock and I fall apparently.
He didn't even
just have to-
grab the rope, he just swan dived.
Yeah, he looked at the edge and goes, "I wonder what's down there." And just
Hey,
goes,
life is an adventure.
I don't know what to roll though. Fuck.
I like going into dark holes. It's kind of trouble.
roll just do a spell attack.
Oh god. Just a spell attack.
Yeah, like you were doing like casting a nature spell.
For consistency, I'm moving on the other side so she can actually reach him.
Yep.
I mean, I can roll an ice knife and see how that goes.
That works. That works. It'll get us the number.
Stab.
Okay. What's your AC, Abraham?
My AC? Oh god, like 13?
All right. Are you gonna
12.
shield? Are you gonna shield it?
No.
All right.
12. 12. A shield wouldn't protect me from that with 12.
All right.
Yes.
You get hit in the back with a sticky web, and
Oh
you're.
yay! Thank you.
And I'm gonna
Oh,
say
this
you pull
walls.
him up. You pull him up without an issue.
Yeah, but the pendulum effect slamming me into the wall. Ah! Oh,
You're okay.
So
I'll
what?
take the wind out of you.
So what was down there actually?
I don't
You-
know. I didn't go far enough.
Yeah, like a single copper piece fell out of your pocket, and you did not hear it hit.
I better mark that off.
Yes, it's your punishment for a nat 1. You lost a copper piece. All right, who's next?
Don't worry. I got this.
Before another one.
It is Nate.
I'm gonna get your copper piece back. Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Please don't.
Copper piece back.
Don't.
Oh, look, a penny. Literally what he's doing.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Oh, fucking hell, you guys.
No, hey, it's fine. He made the DC.
There's a rope. I guess it's 5 or something.
Yeah, it's 5. 5 is the DC. All right, so Nate, you make it across.
Woo!
All right.
I can. All right.
I'm just at the ready.
Abraham, can you move a little?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna leap
He's gonna
with the
jump.
rope.
Are you gonna use the rope, or are you just gonna jump it?
I've just got to jump it. I have a 19 feet long jump with 10 feet of.
Use your tongue. Attach
Right,
to the
stop.
roof and swing
Okay,
across.
So, right, just-
The thing is, I still want to check because the difficulty is that it's not very tall.
ah,
You gotta get a long jump action going.
Oh yeah. So you jump and hit the
Hit the
ceiling.
Hit
ceiling.
your
here.
head against the top.
I've just got to do the
Great.
movement, and we'll see what happens when I roll athletics. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I cast Guardians on the way, by the way.
You've got
I guess guidance on the way.
you,
Good luck,
you
mate.
have you have a spider in your back pocket.
You're perfectly fine.
Wow.
So
As a flip and a
as you guys
pirouette.
have all made it across, you are hearing the mining sounds from this direction down here to the south,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and you're also hearing conversations from up here to the north.
All right, guys, what do we want to check out? Sound
I'm-
south first. It sounds close, I think.
I'm gonna move that so that I am up on the ceiling.
Okay.
Well, we certainly should check it out. Nobody should be here.
Yeah, let's go check that out first, okay?
Okay. So here's my question. I'm assuming you're gonna
Mm.
do this stealthily.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And who is going to investigate?
Stealthy spider.
Stealthy spider. Okay. I need a stealth check.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be my regular because that is higher.
With
And,
pass without a
Did you
tracer.
cast pass without a trace?
On
Yes.
self target self.
You and
Actually-
your
You
companions.
choose. Oh,
the spiders is one higher, so I'm taking the spiders, but I'll just roll my own and then add a 1.
Okay.
so I'm guessing all of them.
yeah.
So 17.
17. Okay, so you
With
guys
the
are
pass
hanging
without a
out.
trace.
So you're hanging out while she does this, correct?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, and just to confirm, Talah, your goal is to sneak up here and peek around the corner, and then are you
Yes.
going to go down and peek around the other corner as well?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just
Alright.
trying to peek. If I
Okay.
see anyone, I'm gonna stop moving forward.
All right, so I'll show you the first peek because you did pass all the stealth check. See deep gnomes,
Okay,
and I'll
so
say
that
you
would be
can.
there.
Yeah, and I'll
gnomes.
say you can see all the way here,
Deep gnomes
Okay.
are peaceful, aren't they?
and
Notice.
then
Sometimes.
all right.
Not
So
for long
after
they aren't.
so
gnomes.
you've peeked and you've seen them.
Mhm.
Also, I'll reveal back to
Yeah, the Swerf Neblin are neutral good.
here.
Not
And
for
then,
long,
Okay.
though.
are you going to go check the southern way as well?
Well, first I'm gonna move back and then hold up 3 legs.
Okay, Nate, give me an insight check with advantage.
Come on, bud.
We believe in you.
You know what Talah says.
You believe in Nate after Nate.
I do.
Did
I always believe in Nate.
we lose him?
I don't
What?
know.
Yeah, we're talking to you.
Sorry.
Insight check with advantage, sir. Please.
Because Talah's holding up 3 legs.
Okay, you know she's trying to tell you that there's 3 people around the corner.
Okay, so 3 people.
And then I'm
Are
going
they
to make
hostile?
myself like smaller with like basically somewhat retracting my legs.
Okay. There's 3
To
small
indicate it's
people around the corner.
exactly.
So 3 midgets.
And then I'm gonna move to the south.
Okay. As you get around the south bend, I will show
Just
you.
around the southern bend.
Boop.
Southern
Just around
Bell.
the bend.
Moving just beyond the southern bend.
Now, the guys up top were talking. These guys are actively mining.
So I'll make the same motion to Nate again.
But this
Okay.
time she's going to pantomime pickaxing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap with one other. Like I hold up 3, and then make myself a little smaller, and then tap with one of the legs.
Just happen like a stalagmite.
So 3 midgets tap dancing.
Correct. I was promised a show, and all I got was miners.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah, no.
Could have been said better.
Ah, beautiful.
Could have been said better.
On brand for Abram.
Phrasing.
So
Oh,
Oh no,
Then-
Abraham's thought that.
then I'm gonna like tap
Hey, little deep gnomes,
myself, and then
Got
some point? popsicles
down in my basement.
as if like, do I continue or do I not?
Brug.
Well, it's only Nate who's really there seeing you right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nate.
Well, I'm trying to pass on the information.
Okay.
So there's 3 up and 3 down. And apparently there's another corner that she can walk past.
I mean, if she feels it's safe, then yeah, go ahead. We'll wait here.
Sure.
But only if she feels it's safe. We don't want her hurt. That's
Alright.
my job.
You will need to
Be
do
hurt,
another
not-
stealth check at
God
this point.
damn it.
Okay. That's still with pass without a trace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, as long as you're within 30
Yeah.
feet of me. Inspiration.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
That's not a failure. It's not an auto fail.
So
15!
just remember, with me, with checks, 20s are not always successes, 1s are not always failures.
Oh, well, in that case, fuck it. 14.
So
That's
yeah,
always a failure.
yeah, that's
Over
always
15.
a failure.
That's 15.
No, it's only a failure if Nate rolls it. So
Oh.
as you're coming across, a rock does dislodge and fall, but it hits right when one of the deep gnomes hits a rock, so none of them notice it.
Oof.
So as you continue around the corner,
Yes.
reveal tool.
Me.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bum 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 bum.
Probably see to about there easily. About there.
My brain came up with something dumb to do. I kind of no. Mm-mm. Nope. Alright,
Speaking of something dumb to do,
Embrace the Chaos Goblin. Embrace the Chaos Goblin.
yeah, no, I was kind of trying to stay within your range. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna move any further. I'm gonna just move back. Then Talah's gonna contemplate walking up to the deep gnomes to basically tap on their shoulders. Realize that's a very dumb idea, and then go back to Nate.
I'm a spider. Hi. I'm bigger than you.
Now don't freak out or I'm going to bite you.
okay.
I'm gonna hold two legs like in a cross motion, like nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, should we approach these creatures? See what they are? Talu, did they look friendly? Hold up one arm if yes, two if no.
I hold up three, because I don't know.
Okay, so extremely hostile. Attack on sight. Got it.
Does anyone even understand what they're
Oh.
saying?
No, not at all, but we can hope they
Yeah,
speak
they
common.
just to be clear, they were speaking in Undercommon, which I don't believe any of you speak. Correct?
No. I mean, does Otho? Otho, my boy?
Yes.
Also-
What is it?
Does Otho speak the Underearth Common?
No. Othokent speaks Draconic Organ Common.
Organ?
Yeah, that's what I thought he said too. He said orc and common, not orc
Oh.
and common. It's like,
Organ
come here,
common.
little kidneys. Let me sing you the song of your people. That's not what he's talking about.
He can literally talk somebody's heart out and it's like,
Oh.
bursts
I
forth from the chest and walks away. Jesus.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
I mean, Talah's keeping an eye on these three.
I mean,
Should we
Bill
try and
approach-
approach them
Yeah, we
and see if
approach-
we can talk at the very least?
Yeah, I mean,
Just inching ever so closely. Like, just
yeah. Let's
well,
try
little
and
tip tap.
talk. Let's try and
So-
talk to them.
Nobody knows except for Talah what they look like, so nobody knows or can roll checks based upon what they see because nobody's seen them.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Nobody else has snuck up and taken a peek yet.
That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to roll
All
my
right,
stealth.
give me a stealth check.
Meanwhile, seeing that Talah is moving closer.
Jeez.
Jesus fucking
The
Christ. that's
spider
hard to
is
do.
less stealthy than the old man. Oh my god,
Well,
the
yeah.
lizard! The lizard!
You're the ghost of knowledge forgotten right there.
Oh,
Jesus. All right,
Chris
so
is
yeah,
back.
you're able to peek around the corner and you do see deep gnomes.
what is a gnome to me? What do I know good about a gnomes?
Arcana check or history check, whichever is higher.
Kinetic and elf.
We'll roll history because they are the same.
Gotcha.
Kinetic and
So, what you know is obviously they are denizens of the Underdark for the most part. They're just like people, right? They're not natively hostile. They're not natively friendly. And they associate very closely with themselves. They've kind of gotten a bad rap. So because of that, like people have treated them because they come from the Underdark and they kind of have similar skin tones to say the Drow. A lot of that there's association there that's not really legit. So they kind of just do their own thing, take care of their own, that kind of stuff. So they're just normal sentient people. They're not necessarily good or bad. They're not quick tempered. They're more prone to run away than to fight unless it's something that's important to them.
Okay. Only one way to break this ice is to get the hammer, I guess. Oh gosh.
All
First thing-
right then. Right.
Hello.
hammer.
I'm gonna turn
Hello.
around and
Turn
like
around
shit
and see a
fucking
spider.
giant. There's like
Yeah.
a freaking
I'm
large.
assuming she's on a ceiling. out
I
of the way.
am, but this is a cramped space. Remember?
What? Who's there? Who are they? Who let Crap. Why, hello, stalwart stranger. What can we do for you? Why are you in our mine? It's our mine, right? I don't know. Just tell them it is. Yeah, what are you doing in our mine? Trespassers?
I know this is legally not your mine, and that's why we're here, but
Hey,
we're not
you know
here
what?
for you.
It was built on top of our house, okay? All right?
If
so-
you live in the Underdark, technically everything above you is on top of your house in a technical sense. You
Well,
can make the
then-
legal argument all you want to.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, maybe you should move to the clouds or something.
Okay,
Then
but
you would
hey-
claim them too if you were to make that argument. And by the way, this
Hey,
is
you-
asinine. All we're here for is living metal. That's what we're looking for. We heard living metal was here.
Yeah, creature of living metal that's apparently been rampaging around, scaring people. That's all we're here for. We don't
The
care
material
about
it's made out of. We want the metal itself. And if they kill the damn thing, we'll do it.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me get Sven up here. And he holds up a wand and goes, "Hey, yeah, can you send Sven up here? There's weird people here that say that they own the mine, and they're
Oh,
looking
we're not.
for." Shay, I'm talking here. Don't interrupt, please. It's rude.
Don't interrupt them.
And you know they're talking about stuff, and I don't understand. And he stops for a second. And goes, "Oh, okay. Hey." And he just is going to yell very loudly, "Sven!" And you hear from up here, "What? There's some weird people down here. Come talk to them." "What do you mean? Just come here." And this guy is going to come down here and goes, "There's a giant lizard. Run away." And he's going to start to try to run away.
What?
And then,
Really?
and then this guy's going to get, "No, that's one of the people. Just come here." "Oh."
Lizards can be people?
And he yells back. It's like, "Are they mean? Are they mean?"
I feel
No.
mighty offended over here.
I
good
don't
on you-
I don't
I mean,
think
good on you for
so.
not seeing race, but still.
I mean, they could have like hurt us, and they didn't.
They still haven't acknowledged the fucking spider in front of their faces.
No,
only-
because literally, even with a nat 1 on a stealth check, they couldn't see you. Their passive perception's 12.
I waved at them.
Oh, I didn't realize you waved at them.
typed that I waved at them.
I missed that. So, yeah, and oh dear Jesus, there's a spider, and they're going to try to attack you because they're freaking out 'cause
Oh.
there's a giant spider.
There's going to be a facepalm moment from Abraham. Just like, "Oh, why would she think this is a good idea?
The spider's with us. It's friendly.
It's actually a person. As stupid as it sounds out loud.
Give me a Oh, what am I thinking? A persuasion check.
Who?
You.
Oh,
Which of us? Because we both tried stopping them.
yeah.
Either we'll have one of you roll it with advantage.
I have no charisma, Miss Charisma Lady.
I'm trained in intimidation, and I just yell, just do the whole get back, that's our friend" thing. If that makes sense,
Hmm.
would
Sure.
that be all right?
Yeah, because
That was not good
intimidation
enough.
is not at all friendly.
I'm just letting you do
There
it.
you There you go.
All right.
18.
They are gonna back up a bit then, because you yelled at them, and that scares them.
Scary.
Like, hey, what's all this yelling about? What's going on? Who are you?
Tyler, get down here. Come on. Don't scare them. Sorry.
I'll get onto the floor and then move here. Here.
Just closer to one of them.
He's
Hi.
She moves back to
Hi.
Gobs and slowly starts inching forward back towards them menacingly.
Nah. I just realized I'm trying to stay a bit away from Gop still, so I was like, yeah, it wouldn't make sense if I stand right next to her.
Look, the problem I'm having right now is that you're in fireball range.
Fine, I'll go
I
there.
mean, you could move
It's a
behind
distance
Nate.
thing.
Shh.
All right, so the guy comes up. Where's he at?
What are you guys doing here? Who are you? Why are you in our mine?
First off, it's not your mine. We met
Oh.
the owner back in Burcoin, and he sent us up here saying that we needed to clean out some sort of living metal beast, and we keep the metal of the living kind. Once it's unalive, I guess it would be living metal after it's dead. Either way, the material which it's made from is going to be ours to claim. That's what we're here is for the living metal.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but
That's it.
let me make this clear. All right. We were expanding our city. All right.
Uh-huh.
And we ran into this cave system. Okay. There's nobody here. So it's our mine now. It's part of our city.
Okay. Do you know about a living metal creature?
No.
Do
I
you
do
know?
know.
Hmm?
Hold on.
Hmm?
All right.
Hmm?
So let me see if I can suss out kind of what's going on here. So you're saying this is a pre-built mine, which makes sense. Generally, cart tracks don't grow by themselves and they support. So I get that. All right. So obviously somebody mined here before. Okay. When we came up, it was very abandoned. So I'm guessing they ran into something and that something scared them off, right?
Yes,
Yes.
a living metal creature.
Yep.
All right. So, hey, Jonathan, Davey, get in here. And the other two guys are going to come. Oh, come on. Let me get my proper clicky. There we
Layer.
go. So these guys are going to come in, come back as I can. Like, all right. So, and he pulls out a map, which looks a lot better than the one that you guys have, for obvious reasons.
Oh gosh, that's a lot better than our map. Take a look
Can
at
we
this.
see it?
I didn't redraw it. So, and he's gonna in here. I'm gonna reveal everything that you can now see on that map. Boop, boop.
Holy crap.
And yes, you're gonna see some other guys hanging out. That's okay.
Oh my
So
god! More
I'm gonna-
blackness!
I'm
Oh,
gonna do the thing where I pull out our map and go, yours look a lot better. Take a look at this.
There.
What did you do about the poo tunnel?
So
Okay.
what is the squid dick?
Hold on a second. You guys are driving me nuts.
We are not attached to your penis.
We are not touching your nuts.
Shit nuts.
Shit.
Nuts.
All right. So the parts that are not revealed are not on his map. He goes, so here's the deal. When we came up here and we started looking around, right, we were able to make it this far. These other two tunnels, every time we've sent somebody down them, people don't come back. So I'm guessing whatever it is that scared everybody off is down one of those two tunnels.
That checks out.
So on your map, these tunnels are labeled what?
Poo tunnel.
Poo tunnel and the area in general is squid dick.
Okay, see, they've got it labeled here. So there's the poo tunnel, which nobody's come back from, but also this area they've got labeled new dig. See that new dig
yeah.
right there? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's much deeper than that. It's much deeper than what it shows on the map. And
Okay.
yeah, everybody I've sent down there hasn't come back. So that's what we were doing. We were up here trying to decide, like, are we going to try to send more people down there? We were looking at the structure. We're thinking about just collapsing those bridges of the tunnel.
Very happy you didn't.
We'll
Okay,
take a look
so-
down there and we'll return with whatever we find.
So I make
Yeah.
you guys a deal here. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm assuming you guys are here, entrepreneurial type people, adventurer type people, right?
We're literally just here for the metal and the loot, and we
Like
don't care
eyes
about-
narrowing, very narrow.
Look,
Hmm.
we're deep gnomes, all right. We only see drow and really crazy people who come into the Underdark. Okay, so we're usually not this high to the level. So here's what's gonna happen. All right. Me and my people will pull back. We'll let you guys do whatever you need to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1,000 gold pieces to not mention that you saw us, and to maybe say something along the lines of, "Oh, we got there, and the tunnels are collapsed, and I'll let you guys do your thing. And once you leave, we're probably going to collapse everything from this point forward, just so nobody else can come in here, because we're going to use these upper levels." We may collapse them further back because I like that green area, getting some fresh. It's hard to get produce, right? Right. I don't know if you've ever had shadow moss, but it tastes like orc poop. Which I don't want to explain how I know how that is. I had a rough time growing up, but the point is, fresh leafy stuff would be nice. So maybe we'll capture that area. But we're going to collapse part of this mine, and you just tell the guy who owns it that it was collapsed and you couldn't get in. Does that sound fair? A little bit of gold in your pockets, a little bit of freedom for us.
Abraham looks at Othokent. I don't care. Just
I
the
kind of
metal.
want. I'm kind of fine with these guys having the tunnel as long as we get the metal. Yeah. I mean, they don't seem like bad people. But
All right,
the
sounds
guys
like a
I'm
plan then. And he picks up a whistle, and blows it, and you start hearing everybody go, "Oh, it's lunchtime, lunchtime," and everybody starts to back off. Another couple of guys come from this way, and everybody's starting to walk past, and they're all walking down this way. So
Do these three even
Yes, the
dare to walk
spider.
past me?
no, they do not.
You can
I'll-
walk past it. It's
I will move
intelligence
into this
suppressor.
this corner right here so they can pass.
They sprint past.
That's fine. I'm
But yeah.
just allowing them to go past.
They're all just everybody's going down. All right, so my guys are they're going to take their lunch break. All right.
Yeah.
Call the day early. I will. I'll leave a chest right by the big hole that I'm guessing you guys jumped or climbed over. Leave a chest there. 1,000 gold. 1,000.
Yeah.
We good with
Yeah.
1,000? All right, we're good with 1,000. You guys, I like you guys.
Just actually do let us talk it over because this is like making a big decision. Do you mind just giving us a moment?
1 moment.
Huddle
Count to
for
12.
as good as we can. I'm fine with them having it. How you feel, Otho, Nate, Talah? I guess hiss once if agree, hiss twice if you don't agree. Do you want them to have the tunnel?
I mean, in certain aspects, the proprietor of this mine didn't really give a, what do you call it, rat's ass about the people that died in here. And if
Yeah.
we also died in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I don't care if they have it. All I want to do is get my stuff and get out.
I kind of
Sure.
want them to have it, and I kind of want to just step on his toes.
It's a lot of bureaucracy that has nothing to do with us. So that has
Yeah.
to be his headache.
I
Yes.
agree.
Let him lose the mine. We just need the metal.
Yep.
Talah, want to piss off the fancy dude and give these gnomes a new home? 1 hiss for yes, 2 for no. Okay.
All right, fantastic. I'm, democracy at work. What can I say? All right. I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to go get the chest by the time you get done doing whatever you're doing. And you come back this way, chest will be there. Once the chest is empty, I'm going to assume you're gone and we're going to start collapsing tunnels. Fair enough?
Sounds fair.
Sounds good.
All right.
And I
And
very
you-
much appreciate that this didn't end in a massacre.
Yeah, because you guys, look, I mean, come on. You'd have lost. You know you would have lost. We're awesome. I'm going this way now. All right, guys.
Do you have a spider?
Ah! You take one. All right, and I think as the gnomes have all left the area, and you are left with the 2 last tunnels to investigate to try to find the source of the rumored living metal, I think that's where we're going to end this week's session, and we'll pick up there next week.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Awesome,
Alright.
awesome.
Good
Well,
session.
it's
Nice.
good to be back. I'm glad that that the arm got to scare everybody horrifically, and Talah got to be a spider. So it's been a good week. But for anybody who's been watching, we appreciate you guys following along with us. As always, youtube.com/dinosaur party. Or at Dinosaur Party, I think it is. Get you to our YouTube channel. We post the VODs there when I remember to do it, unlike last week. But yeah, follow us there, and hopefully we'll be back on a bit more of a stable schedule over the holidays and with some other things we had going on. Play has been disrupted, but yeah, hopefully every week, same time, same place, and we'll see you guys next time.
Like
What's
Auf
left?
Wiedersehen.
Bye.
and hashtag shitnuts.